Oh,
no, go back. Right
there.
there. Enhanced 57.
Track left.
Wait, what does that mean?
Well, then why? Then why?
Options or?
Is somebody stuck in a well?
Jump up on the stage!
Timmy stuck.
The kid just keeps screaming, it's from Blade Runner. Get up here, I'll give you a microphone. Jump on the
Slacks,
stage.
this is like that China Reddit thread all over again where you're forcing somebody to talk
Oh,
to
yeah.
the microphone.
They told me not to do that.
I'm just going to stop you before you get too far
Have
ahead of
a
yourself.
wonderful time in the audience.
Thank you for coming, patron.
Thank you
I
for
hope
coming.
you're enjoying this.
He just kept saying, it's from Blade Runner.
All right, it's from Blade Runner.
Is it from Blade Runner?
Have you seen it?
I've not seen Blade Runner.
There's a lot of good quotes from from Blade Runner, like tears in the rain and Mars and shit. Not move 52 up 17.
That doesn't sound like an iconic movie quote. I mean, it's
Tears in the rain, though, or the numbers?
no, the one on the board.
What's your favorite iconic movie quote, Owen?
I don't watch a lot of movies.
What?
I play video games.
That's true.
Not like this. That's the movie quote. I answered your question.
What?
Not like this.
From what movie?
The Matrix, when they've unplugged the girl
you
and she
didn't
died.
say it right.
Well, I know. That's because I thought it was so iconic you would just know it.
Well, of course. You'd have to be like Trent.
Yeah. I like the old.
Not like this.
The old Planet of the Apes. You blew it up. That's the best one.
You bastard!
Yeah, that's top tier.
All right. Well, let's get this draft started whenever it's ready to rock and roll. We're just about at the 10 o'clock talk, but we've got one more thing to plug here, and that is the giveaway from Betway. There it is. It's a Valve VR Index.
Oh.
It's below the Twitch stream. It's spamming in Twitch chat. There's a Gleam link. Get over there. Get on it because we're going to draw one lucky winner at the end of this tournament, and that is a high ticket prize right there, the Valve VR Index. Betway is also helping you all out. Those of you that are in a jurisdiction where you can use Betway and you're over the legal age, they've got a leaderboard going for Betway Midas Mode 2.0 right now. Every bet that you make, you get some fantasy points, and the winner of the leaderboard will win an additional 1,000 euros, I believe, for first place, and there's prizing all the way down that leaderboard. So head over to betway.com. They've got you covered for all the betting for here this Midas mode.
You'll never make that MMR leaderboard, but
This is a leaderboard. You might have a chance, ladies and gentlemen.
And one with better prizes.
Then MMR?
Cash money, baby.
I don't want to insult Betway.
Get the fuck out of here. You stop right now.
MMR is important to me.
dude, I want to win that VR thing. Can I win a VR thing? VR is so fun. You guys haven't done it before? I was very impressed.
Yes.
You got
know,
VR set at home? Or
No, I use
There are
Black
VR
in Colorado.
setups at local hosts, by the way. So if you've
Oh.
never done
Oh,
VR,
right.
you can come on down to Betway Midas Mode 2 in Lakewood and then try VR for the first time and then talk to Trent Pax about your experience.
You should. Now, what should you do if you're sitting at home right now, though, just watching the stream?
You should get into Twitch chat and do yourself some work. We need help. We need some bans. We need to take 4 heroes out of this pool. We've got the key right here. Exclamation point, and then one of those words. Cast your vote now. 4 heroes will be eliminated. Boys, do we want to have some influence here?
No, I'm scared. I'm scared they're going to ban. Oh, I don't want to say anything.
Don't say
any
anything.
hero we say is probably going to get banned.
Don't say anything.
We should get rid of some that we don't want to see then.
Ban Weaver. I don't like
What?
Weaver.
I mean,
I don't want to
What?
see any Weaver today.
He's a cute bug. If anyone should get banned, it should be Kunkka. He was very strong. He's still very cheap. Big
yeah.
fighter.
pretty expensive.
Oh, yeah, we do want to see him.
I do want
He
to.
looks nice.
He picked up a new hoodie.
He
I want to
does-
see
oh
what
yeah, he
Kunkka
looks
like.
great though.
Don't ban Kunkka.
Don't ban Kunkka.
Yeah, guys,
Gonna
don't
get
ban
banned
any
now.
nice.
God.
He's going to be banned every game.
Oh Jesus, I'm sorry. Yes,
Yeah, this is the Streisand effect. Guys, please, don't ban Centaur. Please, I want to see him.
not like this.
Not my
do it
sweet
once.
Centaur.
Do it once.
Slacks. Not like this.
That was awful.
Well, I'm not an actor.
It was very emotional, I thought.
I put my heart and soul into that performance.
I'm sorry. There's not a lot there, I guess.
You cannot be saved. Slacks,
So-
you want to say anything about Kennedy?
What? Why
Well,
wouldn't I want to say something about
You're
Kennedy
wearing the
Space
NASA
Center?
shirt today, bud.
That's right. They gave this to me. Woo! It's nice. I like it a lot. Any NASA fans out there? Any
All right.
space fans out there? Any fans of fun? Well, then you'll love the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Check them out. Seriously, though, I love that place. It's in Florida. Next time you're there visiting a lesser attraction, go see Kennedy, the real pearl of the Pacific. Is that
Of
right?
The Atlantic,
Yeah,
almost.
Sure. We'll go with that.
I don't know my oceans
See,
very
but
well.
this time you got you had some help. because Purge went with you. Last time you were flying solo, and this time you had a buddy.
Yeah, that really made things a lot more fun.
Yeah, we saw from the first
with
clip.
Purge, the funnest man.
I bet it was nice having someone explain everything to you when you were just trying to make it lighthearted and, you know,
Yes.
probably made some jokes that weren't actually scientifically accurate.
I love space.
He was probably happy to correct you.
Would you like to know how many people died in space?
How many?
Yeah, how many?
I don't know.
Oh.
He just kept.
You went to the complex. You don't find out these things?
No one has died in space.
Turns out they didn't have a really fun interactive exhibit for
Why are we talking about this? This is a really bad sponsor plug right now. We got to move it along. Great place, though. Kennedy is amazing. You should go.
I will go.
Personally.
Thank you.
Send me pictures.
Okay.
All right.
I will. We have more content coming up throughout the days
Oh,
with you
yeah.
and Purge and your adventures. We've only seen but the first step.
That's right. We did a lot of stuff. I think we might be showing our astronaut training experience today. Where we got to go
No
into zero
way.
gravity and build some stuff. And I was talking to Purge, and he was the astronaut. So.
I've always wanted to experience a zero gravity environment. Is it cool?
Huh?
Zero G? Did you get to do it?
Of course it's cool. In zero G. It's amazing. You ever been swimming?
Once or twice, yes.
That's all. That's close, but not quite there.
Oh, okay. Well, now I know exactly what it's like. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Wow. All right. Should we talk about this first series a little bit?
I guess so, yeah.
OG versus Alliance.
Oh, I cannot wait. Both of these teams, I can't wait to see what OG does in Midas mode, dude. They seem like it's the perfect team for this tournament.
I feel like they're going to go for the obvious picks, though, right? Surely they're going to go for the IO.
Like,
You know, they've
yeah,
put the money in, they've got the Ana IO. They're going to pick it. Unless he gets banned. That might be another
So,
one the Twitch chat.
But is this like a next level part of the strat where they buy this cosmetic for Wisp, and teams know they like Wisp, but does this mean that teams now feel obligated to spend Moonbucks to ban the Wisp? You know what I mean? Was this like part of a strategy to like, you put the cosmetics in saying, hey, we really want this hero. Like teams know they want to show it off.
I think they'd rather just play it than ban, to be honest.
I suppose that's
I think
true.
the real strat would be just shutting up about it and hoping you get IO. So
Yes, that's true. And today we will have Chessie playing for S4.
Oh, I sure hope they pick Meepo again.
Limp's
All right,
brother.
Meepo's getting banned now, yeah. I guess those votes are still open on Twitch chat, right? So
They're closing momentarily, I think.
they
So-
get the Meepo ban in time,
Oh
otherwise
my
it's going to be a
God.
potential free win. Well, I guess
Bias?
it's OG, right? Well, if Alliance have the Chessie Meepo, I guess it is against OG. OG is probably going to have answers.
I think those guys are pretty good at Dota.
Yeah,
They might
that's
be able
true.
to figure
Maybe the
something out.
Meepo doesn't matter.
Is it right now? Meepo's like not as strong as he's
It was
been
a 10th
historically.
pick Meepo, guys.
Right?
All right, you know, let's not overthink it here.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
Meepo's not that broken right now compared to where he used to.
I mean,
be.
in a 10th pick situation.
Yeah, it was
sure.
a 10th pick in a game that
But-
favored Meepo.
Yeah.
Based on creep gold.
Technically, though, wouldn't they have, if for every Meepo killed, gotten more gold?
What?
No.
I don't think that's how it works.
Might have worked in that game mode because it was clearly fucked up.
That's
No, it
also
could have
very true.
actually
'cause
happened.
We don't actually know what was happening.
30 gold for hero kill, but Meepo's actually just like 10x all the others.
So
What a wild world.
I guess after this draft, though, we will be seeing the map again. However, we won't have the creep takeover yet, as that's still being worked upon, I believe. We've been
Yes.
notified.
That is
Just
the
to
skinny
a
today.
couple skinnies at the very first. So we're going to ease our way back into it. Slacks stares at me with daggers. Thank you. I know. I hate crushing his.
What do you mean it's
because-
not ready? No problem.
I was here all night testing the creep takeovers.
I guess I'll
I know
find
that
out
they
about
killed
it
it.
after the series. All good.
Oh,
Continue the panel. Very
All right.
good.
oh my. Well, I got nothing else, bud.
Owen, where were you during TI3?
I was watching it from home. That was the first.
Oh.
That was the first sort of Dota event that I tuned in for.
Me
That was
too,
my first
actually.
TI.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch much of it. I mostly just watched the finals. That was,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
had
it was
seen
just
little
towards the end of the
clips and
event,
sort of
yeah.
like had it on, and then the finals when I had that like, whoa, kind of.
Yeah,
kind of
because
feel.
I think it was just one of those things that was on Twitch and it just had a significant amount of viewers. And I was starting to watch streams and you sort of see it there and you're like, well, what's going on here? And
one
it
of
sort
the
of captures you.
one of the first content pieces I ever made for Dota 2 was an article called "The 5 Critical Success Factors of the International 3."
And what were they?
One of them was in-game stats.
Okay.
That was like a really cool, like when they first started doing the like pop out with the in-game stats. That was really hip back then. Now we think it's lame and we don't hire people to do that anymore. But back then it was super cool. I don't remember what the other 4 were though. It was a long time ago.
We don't mean that, stats guys. You have a very important job. Don't listen to
What job? What? Who hires stats guys to do in-game stats anymore?
him. Don't do
Okay, so let's talk about stats. Betway, they've got odds for So what do we got? 1.33 for OG, 2.87 for TI3 Alliance.
Ooh.
Okay.
This feels fairly good to me, or fairly fair, because remember OG won TI, so they should be pretty heavily weighted.
Well, they
here.
should.
You know what? They did it twice.
They won 2 TIs, so
In a row.
I can't really argue with these odds.
I would
but
say they are too slanted in favor of, like, I think Alliance should have like 3x, 4x.
Whoa.
okay, so you think this is
Dude,
value?
it's OG. How are you going to whoa me?
No,
Are you
but I
serious?
So you think it's value for OG?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
for sure.
1.33?
For sure.
Yeah.
It just depends, right? Because OG, they're also this team that do like to have a lot of fun.
Right.
So you are going to imagine they are going to have a lot of fun here. They are.
You know what's
gonna
the
be
most
doing
fun thing in
stuff,
Dota, though, guys? That
Sure.
we all know?
Just
It's
winning. Just
Actually,
killing
it
thrones.
turns out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's weird.
I don't know. I feel like the Ana card could actually come into play. They build a lot around Ana. They trust Ana a lot. 300 ping, guys.
Is that the official number?
I don't
Well,
know.
pl-
But
from
that was
Australia to
yeah.
Europe, you
What
tell me. It's probably about
got-
300. It's pretty bad.
Maybe even more than that.
You're on the other side
Yeah.
of the globe, dude. It's rough.
I don't even know if he's going to load in
Yo,
the game. I mean,
Owen, get the globe. We didn't notice yesterday there was
We got
a
a
globe
globe?
behind Purge's head. Yeah,
Yeah.
so why don't you try and point on each end of that where
So
Australia is?
everyone is. Can anyone see that? No one can see this.
No one can see
No,
it.
it's fine.
It's
It's fine.
tiny.
Now put your finger on Europe. How close are we here? It's just on the other side of the globe.
It's literally on the
Yeah.
other side.
That's 300 pants.
So how
Confirmed.
long did it take the internet to go through the middle of the globe?
Well,
I don't know.
About 300 milliseconds,
All
I
right.
reckon.
There's
We
that
got
with
a
us.
draft, guys. Let's do it. Let's see it. I want to see game one. OG, TI3 Alliance,
Oh!
Yes, the Meepo ban is there.
Meepo,
we're happy with
Kunkka,
that. We're happy
Wisp,
with that.
and Night Stalker.
Okay,
All four
I
takedowns.
can appreciate the Alliance fans banning the IO, though. I guess that kind of goes
Yeah.
both ways, though, a little bit, but more so in favor of Alliance.
No, I like these bans, and of course you screwed it up with the Kunkka.
That's my bad.
Yeah.
That's a good
my
hero to
bad.
ban. He's a boring mid-hero.
Yeah, but he's one of the fancy looking heroes. that we have here
Oh,
at
yeah, that's a
Midas
bad hero
That's
to
why
ban.
Slack screwed it up and said ban Kunkka.
My bad.
Oh, that's a fun hero to watch. You guys were asking about the Fishman yesterday. Seeing some Slaughter.
Yes, I apologize. Just got a message from OG's manager, and it
Oh?
says, quote, hope they make it.
What
Well,
did-
I guess they made it. It was given 1 minute ago. Thank you. I believe that is them. Yeesh. All right, anyway.
Either that or Pit Muckle's back there doing the draft.
My boy Pim, keep it covered, buddy. All right.
He's like, they play Slaughter. Bristle? Are we Coddle Bristle in their
Oh, we
Alliance?
might see some similarities to yesterday, yeah.
You know, I'm still impressed with our lowest cost heroes right now. Is Disruptor really that bad? 13? It's cheap. He's a good hero. He does a lot
That's
of
pretty
stuff.
good. There was a bounty that I did like where it was you had to pick 5 heroes that were all under 18 moonbucks. And I thought that was pretty doable.
But that's in. Oh, okay, no, there are. Okay.
You could do it.
Yeah.
They've gone up actually a bit more since yesterday. I think there were more heroes. Some have gone down. Like the lower have gotten even lower.
I don't know.
but
It's a lot of cores under 8. There's not many supports right under 18. Who you have?
well,
as
you only need
supports?
1-5 and Disruptor. You got
Yes,
you
Vengeance-
got Clockwork
Vengeance
4,
Disruptor,
you
yeah,
got
Clock-
Mars 4, Venge 4.
Okay.
It was doable. But yeah, drafting bounties aren't that exciting because then you can only do them during the drafting phase. That's why we've moved into more of the during the game bounties for our
That's
teams
right.
to explore
Explore themselves and the map and each other.
and friendship
Friendship,
and trust.
trust.
And
These
TI
are all-
winning.
Yeah, that whole spiel.
That's what these guys have all done.
Yeah, that whole thing. Very good.
Everyone in this game just winning TIs. like my boy Jesse over there.
Right.
Just
Oh,
slaying
make fun of
it.
Jesse.
Oh, look who we've got.
Hey!
Oh, they took it.
Fantastic. We've got Green Swamp Man has appeared. Fantastic.
Ogre Magi. I love Ogre Magi.
Yeah.
I do love Ogre Magi and his green friend, the swamp monster, green guy, ugly thing.
Yes.
Oh, there's Green.
Oh.
He's hideous.
There you go. And Venomancer as well.
Oh, how perfect. Now we just need the Viper.
That's an interesting pick, though. Veno, a pretty good like pipe builder. I like buying auras on this item.
Are you guys?
Around
I
this
was
hero.
actually thinking Viper is one of the really cheap ones at 13. He has that potential pocket pick if you need break. Like we saw people spend money on that bristleback.
Yeah.
You've got like a potential really cheap counter there. Viper is a potential sleeper, I think.
But then you got Viper.
Then you have Viper.
That's
but-
true.
Remember that one game we cast that one time, Trent, when we saw that 5th pick Viper that just countered the whole team and they won?
It did just ruin the game. It was like PA and Bristle or something like that. It was like they can't play Dota.
And I think Lena, too. There were like a couple others. It was pretty good.
Not seeing the value in the bans here, though.
Yeah, no bans. I think that's pretty interesting. OG confident enough to not take a single ban. As you remember, our community bans are done first from Twitch chat. And yeah, they're electing to not waste any money. Super cheap draft.
And that's different with what the Sunners did because it's Bulldog.
That's right.
Is it worth?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, they're leaving the Bulldog heroes in. Yeah.
That's
I mean, if you're
you got
Bulldog,
he's going to take one of them.
you got to flex. You got to show
You're going to
you
see
still
one of them
got
come
it.
out, yeah.
We've been trying to see that kid flex for all day yesterday. And he is buff in real life now. He has transformed.
He's been flexing a lot over the past couple of years.
Yeah, he's getting huge, frighteningly huge. But now it's no flexing, though. He's staying away from his core heroes here. Kind of concerning.
Grimstroke. That looks pretty annoying for a Slardar. Someone wants to be like in the thick of things,
Yeah.
and like allies follow up after you soulbind them.
Oh, yeah, because what I imagine, well, this is, with that pick, this is going to be, would you imagine, a Bulldog Ogre?
It looks that way, yeah.
Yeah.
And now you have the the double up there with the Fire Blast and the soulbind.
5 seconds remaining.
All right, well, next up, time is running out. We do have a lot more time, you might notice, in Midas mode drafting. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
there is a lot more information to go through. A lot of heroes, a lot of ban prices.
Slacks, can I just say, adding the skip a ban button, one of the smartest decisions we've ever made.
Why is that?
That was my idea.
Well, because
Well-
now the teams don't have to burn all of their reserve time just to skip the third ban if they choose to.
Oh, yeah.
Now it saves all of us time.
You think that should be in real games?
We elect to skip our free ban.
For no benefit, you can skip
I mean,
a ban?
yeah.
What do you think? Just because you're bored? Could be.
I feel like the carry pool is what's standing out to me, where you have a lot of really cheap carries that aren't really in the meta right now, and there's like a couple in the middle that seem fairly value, and then the top is skewing relatively expensive.
OG are going to try and spend nothing on this draft. I feel like they're going to try and buy everyone under like 40 moonbucks or something. They just
Yeah.
want some tiny number up top and try and win.
I mean, makes
No, I
sense to
could
me.
see them.
You know, there's an idea for a bounty, though. Say that you have to take 5 heroes that are all within a certain moonbuck
but
threshold.
they're
Like,
a little. I don't know. We almost put it in today, but it's just.
you know, if you did like 70 or less, you'd be picking some pretty shite heroes.
I know, 70 is pretty generous.
You can get A. Oh, okay, you can't get AM. He's 71. Oh, they
Oh,
went
there
to
we
York.
go.
All right, they're playing some Dota.
No, I mean 70 total.
Oh,
you add them all up.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, that's very high.
Gracious.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Well, that's why it's a bounty.
That's some
It's-
budget
it's a
drafting there.
challenge.
So why the Oracle? They actually decided to spend some money here, Trent. You seen anything?
Yeah, good basic dispel options here versus like the blinding light from the Caudal, as well as the ogre from like the
5
ignite during the
seconds
lane if you're
remaining.
matched
Sure,
up, and then you've got the hard dispel too versus like
could
all
be-
these stuns.
Nice to have a save against Grimstroke, because sometimes he's really good at counter initiation, especially against the Slardar, and now you've got this like reset for your Slardar who wants to run in forward.
That makes sense to me. As we're moving on.
I'm curious if this is going to be a 4 Slardar with the like now that picked up too. It kind of makes me think it's going to be like an offlane Veno with a for Mad and then a 4
I don't know,
Slardar.
Seb plays the Slardar, right?
Yeah.
That is one of the ones he does like to do on the offlane.
But then I guess it really
But yeah,
depends
so
what
then
the
when
Ana
you put the
hero is.
yeah,
you
when
know?
it,
You would need some like serious game-winning hero. If this is gonna be like some Jerax moving around the map kind of thing, then I feel like Ana would have to play like AM, and I don't think he's gonna be playing AM.
Where has
On three.
well,
300
maybe, yeah. Surely, isn't AM probably a good hero to play on high?
Well, you still
because
have
you
to
just
fight.
hit creeps. Well, yeah, you have fight the very end. Yeah, but there's a lot of it where you just go in jungle camp to jungle camp, lane to lane.
And then what?
That could be a good hero to. What do you- well, sure. You
You're
know,
missing the critical part of AM. You're like everyone in my pubs. You just farm, and then the game's over. It's just you farm until it's over.
You know, yesterday we played a pub with Owen where he played Void, and he went, I think, Maelstrom, Battle Fury, Midas.
that's pretty good.
I've had that build on my games before with him.
He didn't do anything but farm Slacks. It was a lot of fun. And
We
then he
lo-
bought
we
2
lost.
butterflies, and we lost. Although it wasn't Owen's fault. To be
I know,
fair.
it
We
was-
had a
it
lot of
was-
other
it was-
problems.
My fault.
Okay, never mind. It was Owen's fault.
The double butterfly was a little questionable.
What is the? I'm not even gonna get into it.
Look, there was an OD
There
on
was
the
an
enemy
OD.
team,
All right.
so he knew he wasn't gonna buy MKB. He's a genius.
But the OD did just walk up and silences me, and I died.
Of course you didn't even.
So it didn't matter that I had the event.
You're up against an OD.
And
not
a
gonna
lion.
build any non-magical resistance. Okay, moving on. We have Ancient Apparition. Is not in the game yet.
No,
but
that
we
would
do
be a
have
bad.
him as a kid.
Oh yeah.
He is still available.
Yes.
Guys, look at this draft. There's ABBA and
Wait, yeah,
Ogre
what?
Core. This might be a one ABBA. I feel like I've seen Loda talk about this.
Is it?
Yeah, I
good?
could see Loda playing the.
What do you like Midas Radiance kind of thing, or what do you do with it?
You still get the
I've
standard,
seen
right?
some people trying this Echo Saber thing in pubs.
Oh.
Because you try and
Because
build
of
up
the
the,
numbers, yeah.
the stacks
The
as
stack
fast
keys.
as you can.
That's one of those like sounds cool on paper, but probably isn't that great.
I saw
reality
Frev
sort of
playing. It looked
things.
pretty good. He's playing out of the off lane, but it was basically a position 1 build.
Okay.
Dire team banned.
Oh.
Ooh, so cheap.
Dude, that is so cheap.
Exactly.
To get that,
27.
that is
These
a
are the
bargain
sleeper
for OG.
heroes.
Ooh.
27 moonbucks.
That's
for
actually
Arc
very
Warden.
interesting. What didn't he do pretty good at TI? Arc Ward?
Yeah,
He wasn't that popular.
No,
though.
but obviously OG's one of the better, if not the best team with it.
10 seconds
Oh
remaining.
God.
So that'll probably be our mid hero then, right?
I would
I
think
would
so.
for Thompson,
5
and then
seconds
it might be
remaining.
on a Veno at this point too, and they could just last pick a Jerax hero, or it could be a Jerax Slardar, Seb Veno, and then we get our on a hero.
I mean,
last.
our Alliance gonna. I was just trying to see. There's not some sort of 5 support bounty, is there? That Alliance are going for? No, there isn't, is there?
No,
But
there's not.
They're just picking support heroes, as it seems.
They're just flexing a little.
Yeah.
That's all. You know.
Every hero can be anything. All right.
Ooh.
Oh.
The Brood Mama 6th band. See, I really like this though. We're seeing
a good
bands
strat,
used
yeah.
strategically,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
just as a go-to. This is exactly what we were hoping for.
Yeah.
Yes, finally. I mean, I've always really wondered how teams think about bans. If it's actually super targeted, and only in Midas mode do you actually see they literally only care about banning Brood in the entire draft. That's it, right at the end.
5
Yeah.
Super
seconds
cool to see.
remaining.
As we see no bans coming out from Alliance, that's a little.
Well, they did
Well,
ban
they
Bat
did that.
Rider at the beginning,
They've
Yeah,
been bad every
but
game.
you're right. No
But
6th ban.
I mean, there's some pretty good heroes that could slip in here from OG though.
Are there?
Do you have your eye on somebody specific?
No, you know, that was supposed to be a layup to somebody smarter than me, but
Yeah. that was wrong panel, buddy.
No, no. I mean, whose hero is that? Was it Anna, right?
Dire
Well, I
team
came into this thinking you would play
Oh.
something like
Oh.
Oh, Bristol.
Okay.
Oh. Well, a little crowd reaction out of that one. OD Pixel's happy.
Yeah, no, Pudge, great hero. Still very good back.
Oh.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Hey,
And
hey,
the
guys, they have
Another
Arc Warden. All right,
Yeah,
you
come on,
can't Boo and Naga.
They're going to do what they damn want, Trent.
I guess,
Sounds like,
that's
wow. So Pudge Naga, final picks. There are some options for Alliance, but I'm having trouble seeing how this draft gets tied together. I definitely am favoring OG a bit here, if I were to be so bold.
I really don't know who's playing kind of anything. It's like Loda, probably a Loda Naga. It might be Chessie. I don't even know.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. Chessie with the mic. I think, yeah, Chessie's going to play the Naga mid, and I think you're right
Yeah.
with the Loader Abaddon and Bulldog Ogre. Yeah.
So
Okay.
there's,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
then
that's me.
even on the side of OG, like between this Veno and this Pudge, like do you think it's an
Well,
on a
is
Pudge?
this going to be an Anna Pudge on 300 ping?
I mean, Rot and
That's
Ulti are
good.
good.
Don't worry. Hook is, you know, is a hopeful skill.
You just buy
don't-
Atos.
No, you throw it where you think they are. Atos and eggs, it's all good.
Yeah.
Screw ping. I
Is it-
like it.
Can you hook people out of Naga sleep? If you're not
Yes.
a slut,
Yes.
Yeah, if you're outside the range.
you can save people. Okay, that's sort of cool.
Just don't hit the Naga.
Or all the
you,
illusions.
yeah,
It's,
yeah.
you know,
Well-
it's kind of hard.
Okay.
But hey,
Thread the needle. Okay.
The journey of any Pudge. But any predictions here from just draft alone? I mean,
Alliance fucking lost.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm taking Alliance.
All right.
Yeah.
You,
I'm
you want some
believing in the
action on this,
Naga.
Trent?
that's,
You want to put?
Hey!
it is.
Thank you for that,
Thank you
Reginald.
for
That was
teasing
very
something
nice.
that we don't get this game. Wow.
Correct.
Thanks for the friendly reminder.
All right. Well, Trent and I have set the stage here. OD Pixel and Slack, some predictions. Who's taking game one?
I mean, it really is a question. Do you believe in Anna on 300 ping being able to perform? It's very high ping, and if that is Chessie playing the Naga Siren, he was playing pretty tryhard yesterday with like the Meepo picks and stuff. I can see him carrying the game on Naga Siren if it's Chessie Naga. So I would go with Alliance,
Okay.
but I'm
My-
looking
my
forward
guy.
to some magic from Anna playing from Australia.
Wow.
I'm in on OG. Come on. TI winners, I mean, they could. Anna could literally not even be on the team, and he could probably still beat Bulldog with OG. So it's all good. OG for the win, for sure.
Okay. All right. Well, of course, it does take a moment to get into the game because we draft elsewhere, and then we got to get everybody in the lobby to get it started. So we'll have a few more minutes to fill and talk about this. But, of course, once the game starts, we'll jump right in.
Okay.
Yeah, none of this last second entry like we did yesterday.
I wonder if
That's our bad.
are there going to be any easy bounties that you could see teams going for because of those picks?
Easy
What about
bounties.
with the Naga Siren?
Can we see the
You
bounties?
could do the quack.
You could do the quack. You just sing,
You just
walk
sing
up the
when they
river.
come towards
And
you.
what are you going to do?
They've got us.
They've got to do the quack.
That's
Yeah.
the genius of bounties, right? You have to try and break it. That's why we set some of these up.
Are there any big ults you could see being misused on creeps and not sort of hurting your
Ooh,
team too much?
That's a good question. I mean, the song, that's one. You could use a level 6 song on enemy creeps.
Yeah.
I guess that counts, yeah.
Still counts.
Yeah.
That's very
Yeah.
easy.
It's a really
song.
long cooldown, too, at
Yeah.
level 1. Was it
Yeah.
180? Something
Yeah.
like that?
Or 200 now, I think.
No,
I don't remember. I
is
got
it that high?
changed.
It's something very
That might have
It's
been a
very
layup
high.
here,
It's very
boys.
high.
Slacks might have been right.
Oh,
But it's
boy.
fine. They still have to pick those heroes. And for a lot of heroes, you don't want to waste those cooldowns.
Oh.
And frankly, we want some bounties done. Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
For the fans, I think is one that, you're basically alerting them that you're doing Roche, but you're taking on our glorious VIP Roche, who's over there getting ready, set up.
Hell
I see
yeah.
over there.
I mean, Not My Fault is definitely like the meme one that's not draft specific. So I think at any game, there's potential there. We've
That's
got some
our
personalities.
subsidy package. Right
Yeah.
there.
Now, I would like to say for the fans, seems very easy. However, we have not seen the Mega Roshan yet.
It's
And
true.
they do have to announce that they're
Yeah.
about to go in Roche. So if a team really was smart and thought about it, if when they say they're about to go in, they activate Mega Roshan and he absolutely decimates.
But that does cost, what, 200 moonbucks, right?
It's something like that.
And if they kill a hero, they do still get the bounty because they attempted to fight our Roche.
I see.
So we're really enticing this here.
Yes,
Okay.
we
That's
want
good.
that. I mean, but Mega Roshan, I won't say what his abilities are yet.
A couple of them have been leaked by hovering over the things. I believe one
Maybe.
was described. The first word is yeet an enemy.
But the fact he doesn't actually kill people very easily. It's mostly putting them in gigantic inconveniences that
Uh-oh.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
They're blocked there. Once they get in there, there's no way. They just
You can't
Right.
see anything except for death.
Well, that's part of the VIP ticket. You have the right to be biased if you are Roshan. That's
right.
That's part of what you're paying for.
That's Roshan's real life. I'm sure he does like certain heroes, but the bloodlust.
That's true. You ever been charging by on Spearbreaker and you just get slapped by a Roche and you're like,
Yeah.
really?
Really?
Like, clearly he just doesn't like you. I mean, the odds of that, pretty low.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's a classic host line.
What is that?
Well, we are waiting on one player to hop into the lobby before we can start. So here we are.
No, I believe there's a stand-in.
That's
Was,
I believe-
was that a... Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so we have an update. We have a stand-in for...
Well, not enough for Sheepstick.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh, I'm
We're
sorry.
okay on that.
Right, we've already found a replacement
Sorry,
stand-in.
Sheep.
So it looks like Jerax won't be playing in this first game, maybe series, and Sachka, the coach, will be playing for Jerax.
Jesus, this is going to be tough. Say it, Trent.
Soshka.
Shoshka and the other guy.
What? Oh, you're talking about Saksa.
Saksa.
He's the guy who's not playing.
What?
Yeah, that's why we were trying to correct you back there.
Saksa is a totally different player
All
from
right.
Sachka.
Got it.
They're
I have to-
spelled completely differently. One has a K and one has a C.
You can also just call him
But-
Socks. You know, that's what his jersey has.
Socks?
Socks. Yeah. So,
Whatever, man.
He likes the socks.
Those are very-
Like me. We're in a living room, by the way. I think you guys are all being quite rude by all keeping your shoes
This
on.
is a mansion.
You took yours off?
Yeah, I mean, it's a living room.
If you live in a
I'm trying to be
mansion
comfortable.
and you can't even wear
Well,
shoes.
This is a library, I thank you.
Clearly, it's my mansion, so I'm, you know.
This is Mr.
I'm
Midas's
comfortable
mansion.
at home.
Seriously, if I was rich as hell and I couldn't even wear my shoes inside, what's the point of being rich?
Why do you want to wear your shoes inside?
Because the whole point of taking off your shoes inside is be like, oh, please don't ruin my carpet. But if you're rich,
to be
If it's
comfortable?
your house, yeah, you just take them off to be comfortable.
Yeah.
no, what?
Do you wear sneakers when you're streaming
Do you ever take your shoes
in the
off?
basement?
I usually do.
You're just wearing sneakers alone, you and Mr. Rue, and he's just chewing on your sneaks
Aren't
on the
you guys
couch?
scared that like maybe a little rat will come up and bite your toe?
The Moon Duck life paying very well for the rats.
That is
your
usually
face.
not a concern that I have when I'm lounging at
I'll
home.
be
but
real with you. I try to cover my body as much as possible for safety.
Oh.
I
Safety?
don't believe in shorts.
do you
I don't
sleep with
believe in
earplugs in?
sandals. I mean, because this is like the first layer of armor. What happened if a little bug comes in and bites you? The shorts people are
Then
always,
you'll have a bug bite, and it will heal within 36 to 48 hours.
but the shorts people are always in danger.
Danger.
I mean,
Danger of what?
attack. I don't. What if
An
they,
attack.
what if they brush
What?
against a tree and it cuts their little legs? Not me.
Then you would have a boo-boo.
In Florida, I lived there for 8 years. I never wore shorts. Always pants. Always.
Sounds awful.
In case of the attacks. You never know.
Okay. Do you sleep with earplugs in?
No, why would I do that?
Well, because little critters could crawl into your ears while you're
Yeah,
sleeping.
but I also wouldn't be able to hear an attacker if he was coming.
Why?
Because you have earplugs in.
Why is your life so filled with these potential
Who's after
attackers?
you?
Who is?
I've made a lot of
I made a
enemies.
few
Did you make some backdoor deals to make this Midas mode happen? Is
when
that
you
the problem
play as
here?
much solo ranked as I do, and you are of my toxicity level, you never know who's going to come.
Is this like the beginning of Back to the Future where we're going to find off that you made some backdoor deal and bought some plutonium but gave them a bunch of pinball parts instead?
What? That was quite a reference.
Back to the Future. That's the
I
whole thing.
saw the
That's how
movie, but
he
why-
makes the time machine because he steals the plutonium, and that's how he gets.
pinball?
Spoiler alert: he gets shot because
Oh my God!
he steals the plutonium.
Dr. Brown, no!
Well, luckily they have a time machine. So
Well, that's not how time travel works.
it's all good.
Dr. Brown
Oh,
is
okay.
dead. They made a new branching timeline, if I know anything about time travel.
No, they, okay.
I don't want to make you sad at home, but that lovable old scientist is dead inside of a parking lot. So that is unfortunate.
Okay, so I did just get another update here. Apparently, one of the players is trying to update because you have to have the most
Whoa, this is Midas mode, so please blame.
current version of. I don't want to say his name.
It was
Who
Dolphin.
hasn't
It was
played
tough.
Dota since TI?
Apparently,
But there was an update the other day, wasn't there?
Who hasn't
Like,
played
there's always,
Dota
like, the
since
mini updates.
yesterday?
Yeah, haven't there been patches all along?
Yeah, there's always like that.
All along the way?
All right, all right.
I think they've done some things to fix custom games over
Oh.
the last couple
Did they?
days, haven't they?
fun.
That's good. I hope not. That might explain some issues that we're having. Oh, and if you could go back in time, where would you go to? What's one thing you would change?
Oh, I'll go back and see the dinosaurs, I think. Wouldn't you?
Favorite
Hell
dinosaur?
no!
Why?
You get eaten.
You
Whoa.
can eat?
Yeah, but no one really knows if they would eat you.
What?
They might
Oh,
be
and-
confused and wonder why they've never seen a human.
They might just be like, "Hey, hump up! You want to go for a ride?"
Oh, when thinks he walks up to the T-Rex, he's like, pounded.
Yeah, I think they had saddles
You'd have to
just
be
built
pretty,
in.
You'd have to be pretty tall to pound a T-Rex, though.
Well-
They've only got those little arms, right?
That's
They're
a
pretty big.
misconception. They're not as big as Jurassic Park.
They could bend down.
Well, how big's
Yeah.
a T-Rex?
So, like, a male human is almost half as big as them.
No.
Yeah,
No,
Really?
that's
That's-
definitely not true.
almost. If you look at the pictures.
Okay.
If you don't believe big museums that put up those fake skeletons and read the real books, you'll see the truth.
What's your favorite dinosaur, Owen? Who would you be most looking
Oh,
forward to
no.
seeing?
Oh, what's the flying ones? The
Pterodactyls.
There, the pterodactyls.
Out of the one animal that actually would eat you, that would kill you,
Pterodactyls were.
they're
they
a
did-
swoop creature.
They
They
were-
carry you away.
They
They
would
don't-
scoop you up so fast.
They scoop your ass.
Yeah, and they'd take you for like a nice little ride around and drop you off on a cliff.
Drop you
yeah,
off a cliff.
right into their nest with their young. that's what
But-
be on that cliff.
But did they have feathers?
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Well, it's up for debate. I don't think feathers
Yeah, they-
petrify like bones do.
they
So
pretty much all have
they have
feathers.
deduced that they probably have feathers, and everything I learned in my textbooks as a sprout was wrong,
Yeah.
God.
which is why I'm salty about dinosaurs.
Slacks.
Archaeopteryx was
Can
the
you
key guy.
spell pterodactyl?
No.
P-T-E-R-O-D-A-C.
I think it's P-T-E-O. O-R, isn't
I
it?
believe
No.
I
Eh?
don't know.
I believe
P-T-E-O-R-A-D.
I'm pretty sure I was on the right track to the interrupt.
A-C-T-Y-L.
D-A-C-T-Y-L. I'm
We
pretty
can't,
sure I was
we
right.
can't trust Owen. They're adding U's and shit to words that don't need to be there. You
Hey,
guys
we
are-
use those U's too.
Yeah, well, you guys are also
But dude,
bastardizing our
you
American.
said you.
Do you say aluminium or aluminum?
No, we say aluminum.
Oh,
Aluminium.
well,
Aluminium.
it's got an I in it.
I can't get
What
over
do
how
you
you
do
guys
about
say
the I?
Bernard, though.
Aluminium. It says I-U-M.
Aluminum.
Do you spell it without the I?
Aluminum.
There's an I in the middle. Aluminum.
No, but there's two I's.
Yeah, he is right. There's
There's
another
two
eye.
eyes?
There's another eye lingering at the end there.
Shit, I just got bested. Oh.
Aluminium.
Aluminium.
Huh.
Well, today we learned.
Do you say millennium or millennium?
Wait, Owen.
Millennium.
Park it because we got to do this scan. That means we've got game one starting. Slacks. What's happening in the back end? The
Oh my
servers. He's
God.
going straight for the mainframe.
Oh, the mainframe.
Not the mainframe. Malware help us blow up the mainframe and then put it back
No,
together.
save the mainframe. We need it. It's got all of our data.
I
The
don't know what it
Moonduck IP, our highlights, everything. Keep us safe. Malware bites, please.
It worked. We're good. It worked. Oh, yes.
Game one, OG TI3 Alliance, Moxie and Purge go.
God, we have malware bites, Purge, because
Yep.
I don't know what we do with that mainframe.
We won't be able to play this game, but it's going to be a really good one. We're going to see a carry Pudge played by Ana. They did something very similar to this right before they won their first TI, 2 years ago or whatever, year and a half. They did this at the LAN in Toronto, I believe, when they're having fun against MVP. It wasn't MVP. It was like a bunch of the Koreans, but so it's a little bit
of the Koreans.
a little reminiscent. This is a throwback here. They've got some experience doing this, but it'll be a weird game, that's for sure.
It's kind of them to, make Ana play with a handicap, to have him have, what did Slack say, 300 ping while playing Pudge. Nice way to nerf him slightly.
Yeah, that one's going to be pretty hard, I imagine. It won't be easy to do.
I think he's up for the task. I think he's got this.
I mean, if you go the right builds, it can work out. You basically get very tanky. You spend a lot of gold on survivability items. You ideally participate in a lot of kills, get extra flesh heap, and then at some point you transition into either more teamfight items or a radiance. Kind of be this like raid boss thing. It's really fun to watch if you can make it work. And to be honest, if you shift Q or do hooks after dismembers, that kind of a thing, you can make it work despite high ping.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh,
Roche is very excited, man. I'm very excited. We're back to our, custom map here for
Yeah.
Midas mode, and shout out to our observer. Look at that! Look at that! We just zoomed out a little bit. How
Ooh, we can do
exciting
that?
is that? Isn't that
Ooh.
lovely?
That is good.
We've gotten Sir Sadim out of our mainframe, so we're allowed to actually have decent observing here. Shout out to Pop Tart. I know it's tough to go and observe when you can't zoom out or even have smooth drag or anything like that. That is always a challenge.
Yeah, it's a tough one here.
All right, here we go.
Bulldogs.
A little bit of an altercation.
Starting out with a little bit of harass here. The wasted fire blast for fun, I guess. I don't know.
Sometimes you just gotta go for it, Purge. You gotta have fun.
You do. Looks like they're doing a little bit of like lane swapping in anticipation of what their opponents are going to do. Abba Grimstroke dual off lane. It's going to be against Slardar and a Venomancer support, which we don't see very often, but he's gone lots of tangos, lots of Ironwood branches, 2 mangoes on the Veno. So he's just going to cast a lot of Gales and probably do some pulling.
Wasn't that part of the fun of Midas mode, though, too, is the fact that you're seeing a lot of these heroes that aren't necessarily picked up because you want to have the best value for your draft?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And it basically forces them to pick slightly new meta stuff and try stuff that's different and force some weird compositions we don't see normally.
What is something that you would absolutely love to see?
This exact game, believe it or
This
not.
is- really?
Yeah, I've been dreaming about it all night, and here we are. I'm pretty happy about it.
Purge the Oracle here.
Keeper of the Light is support that's been trending a little bit lately since the buffs to Blinding Light. It's a 14-second cooldown with 70% mischance. You can use it to basically prevent your opponents from getting those crucial range creep denies or last hits, so it's pretty helpful. EGM going on the bottom here. Good ink swell damage being done. But he's got to be careful. He's got the Ring of Basilius, though.
They're just poking each other back and forth a little bit. Want to throw out that harass.
He'll be fine. I think the scariest thing that that OG has to worry about is probably the Naga Siren, because they don't have the best at stopping illusions from running them. They don't have the best heroes for that. So it's going to be a little bit scary, depending on how it works out.
Well, what would you like to see them try to do to ensure that that Naga Siren doesn't become as big of an issue as you
Gank him a little bit, move into the jungle, put some wards down, that kind of a thing. It can really help by killing a couple times in the early or mid game. It'll slow down his acceleration. Or they can just group and do like 5-man pushes on towers, hopefully before he's ready to fight.
Okay. Definitely keep an eye on that. Currently in the mid lane, though, we have 9 and 1 CS on the Naga Siren, and of course 5 and 0 over on Thompson on the Arc Warden.
It's kind of interesting. Now, Sakura getting kind of low in the bot lane, but I think Slacks mentioned this or somebody else did, that last Midas mode was the first time that Seb had played with the team as the coach. And now we got Sox doing the same thing in this game.
Ooh, is that
this-
foretelling of the future,
this
do you
a new
think?
legacy?
Is this what's going to happen?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, we do have a slow, though, down here on Slardar. He's trying to turn back around, gets a nice little bash. Doing a little bit more damage, and it doesn't look like they're going to be able to find it just yet.
It's a pretty good regen advantage so far, though. Lotus still has a bunch left over in his inventory. Grimstroke with some as well. Slardar, he's a decent laner, but he's going to run out of regen pretty soon, unless he starts transitioning into some kind of survivability item, maybe. Back on the mid lane, Topson doing quite well. Actually, not that great. 9-1 versus the 13-2 of Chessie. Chessie has been practicing his mid lane, clearly. Our Wraith bands look a little bit better today, happy to say. Got the black background instead of the white.
We've had some really awesome items that have come in. I think they just fixed up the mango, too. We have the
Yes.
the puppers there. Very, very nice.
Basically, if you ever wanted a face on every single Dota item, this is the tournament for you. It's,
This what? Yeah, well, you know, you should have bought up early. I had someone ask me the other day, like, "Oh, is it too late?" And I was like, "You bet your buttons, it's too late to
Yeah.
get one of these custom items." But
Yes.
you know, keep on supporting us. Maybe Midas Mode 3 will happen.
That's true.
It's a double damage rune down here. Socks gonna be able to go snatch that up. Throw out a little taunt, do a banana dance. I like it. I really want to see the Great Migration bounty. That is the one I want to see the most out of all of these.
Oh, that bounty. I was like, bounty rune? What? I was confused. I was looking at the ring of Basilius that Grimstroke has, and I was just blown away, dude.
That is a
Look at
thing of
that.
beauty. Quality Ring of Basilius.
I kind of thought it was Mont, but it's not. It's somebody else. Some other
It's the
beautiful man.
mustache, right? You know.
Exactly.
Bottom lane, they throw out this Gale, trying to slow down. Now, Gigblast trying to run himself away, throws out that stroke, but he is going to be the first blood going over to Sashka. And are they going to be able to find something else?
Yeah.
Indeed they will. They get themselves a double kill.
I mean, they got to fight with a double damage, even though Venom has low base damage. It's a huge amount of damage coming out there. The best coach. I mean, Seb should know, right? He's got a lot of experience, so. I just don't.
Do you see how Bulldog literally just sat there while he typed that whole thing out?
How much damage did you take from that one?
None, actually. He just sat there. Nobody hit him, which is surprising.
So one cool thing about the Oracle pick this game is that with Fortune's End, they can dispel buffs. And to be honest, anywhere that No-Tail went in lane, this game was going to be good. He could either dispel Inkswell, or against the Ogre, he can dispel Bloodlust. And that's usually one of the things that makes Ogre so good in the laning stage, is that he just Bloodlusts himself all the time, and all of a sudden he's just running much faster and attacking much faster than a normal hero would. He's able to abuse his high armor and regen and all that stuff. But because Oracle's here, he just can't use that crucial skill in the laning stage because Oracle can counter it. So it kind of just makes Ogre a much weaker hero than you would normally expect, and makes it harder for them to get the leverage out of him.
5-minute bounty runes are up.
Radiant's middle
And it looks like we're going to see a couple split here. I'm a big fan of Oracle. I feel like his kit is just really, really well thought out. You know, being able to dispel, being able to, you know, give you that magic immunity, the hard dispel on top of everything else. Surprised that we don't see it as often, but I guess it really depends on what's being picked up.
Yeah, it has some weaknesses too. Kind of low base damage level 1. It kind of works here because Pudge is already pretty survivable. There's a kill on the bot lane there.
Oh, Socks! Ah, Socks will finally get taken down. And the spree is over, Lawbreaker.
The Abaddon kind of doing similar things to what the Oracle is as well, dispelling off Venomous Gale. It's a pretty high damage skill, but if you remove it right away, it's a full counteraction of what you're trying
Middle
to do.
lane, Chessie is trying to get down. They have that spark right down on the ground. They'll try to go, and they'll get him finally.
That was
A
really
nice rotation coming out from No-Tail.
It's a big level 4 pickup for Oracle now. So faster you hit 6, the more you can catapult into getting effective kills. It's got a smoke of it. There are so many faces. There's like a face on every single item, actually.
It's wonderful. I love it. I love it. Uh-oh. Grimstroke. Socks. Gives him a little poke. Won't decide to chase after him. Just wants to get him off that creep wave, of course.
The bright side for Ogre, even though he does get Bloodlust ruined occasionally, he's got some free mana here from the Coddle.
Time for a math quiz!
Oh,
all right, Purge.
I'm so ready.
Let's get ready. What is it going to be? How long is Admiral Bulldog? Jerry, you can't put your own
That was
math
it.
equation.
He guessed it.
Thank God he didn't get that wrong. Can you imagine? All right, where's our math quiz? I'm all excited
Got to
now.
type it out first. If you're
Okay,
playing
all
ahead.
right.
Okay.
There are 20 enchanted mangoes in each courier. 4 such couriers of mangoes were delivered to the Radiant shop.
No. Text limit.
8 enchanted. They're still fighting down here too. All right, well, let's see if they actually remember it. They're chasing after this Grimstroke. There's the bash coming through. The heal comes out from Loda though. There's going to be a crush Can they slow him down long enough if the Fnatic shield gets thrown out? He's going to be able to stay alive, and now they're going to turn back around. Slardar's got to swim that little fishy away. As they turn back around on Loda, this is not looking good. He throws out the Fnatic shield. It buys him a little bit more time, and he denies himself. At the last second.
Ooh.
Oh, and they follow up with, oh my goodness, they're going right back in. They want this kill on Sox. Are they going to be able to get it? He needs to be careful. He's taking too much damage from the creeps. He's getting, oh no!
All right. Did he pace it all? Okay. 8 mangoes were rotten and had to be thrown away.
And they're just still
Oh my,
mad.
this is a word
Never
problem.
mind.
This is not a math problem.
Something has happened. Because my screen is black.
Oh. I can see.
You can see. All right, Purge, be my eyes.
Can no one actually see other than me? Is it just me?
I don't know. Well, paint us a picture, Purge.
Well, okay.
Come on, tell us. Tell us
Let's see,
what's
the
happening.
laning is still the same in the top lane. The lane is still the same in the mid lane.
Purge, you're fired. This is
okay.
terrible.
You're the play-by-play guy.
I am the
Go
play-by-play
ahead.
caster. All right, so the bottom lane, we've got a little bit of trades back and forth. Jerry manages to find a kill on Ana in the top lane. We are going to fire Purge as an observer because he did not catch that.
My bad. He died, he respawned, and he TP'd to the top lane, got a kill.
This reads like an IKEA manual.
What the
All right, so anyways, we still got we got some action over in the mid lane. Bottom lane, they'll actually go pop that borrowed time. And we get another kill mid lane. It looks like
caught
Ake
that
was trying to... Sure you did, buddy. We'll say we did, just to make you feel better. Courier going to go and deliver some items. And otherwise, we do have a rotation over here from Notail. I'm not sure if he was a part of that fight or not. But here's some more movement going on top lane. Are they going to be able to find a kill? Yes, they'll be able to take down Ana. A little help from the Grimstroke as they use that ink swell to slow him down.
He's dying a lot, but he also doesn't have any boots or armor yet. He just went hood first with a magic wand. So if they do catch him, he is stupidly slow, and he just gets killed by all the right clicks. But the rotation is going to come through EGM and keep the light shifting towards the mid lane. Chessie is actually farming aggressively on the enemy side of the map. A little surprising, and tons of observer wards to try to cover and protect.
Oh, Ake, oh, at the last second, in comes No-Till. He has those Purifying Flames. They're still going. They're going to try to get EGM here. Got the Ink Swell. It's not going to be enough. No-Till finds himself another kill.
I thought he was going to get out of there, but good TP attempt.
I would also like to go back to, I believe Admiral Bulldog just mentioned, actually fluked TI twice.
He's been working on the math this whole time while last hitting.
We did get a math problem that got thrown out there.
Yes. Do you want to go back and look at
Could
it?
we look at that? Yes, please.
Okay, we'll
Thank you.
All right, I can't scroll up that.
Okay.
Never mind. Nope, no more math.
Why do you build me up like this, Purge, just to let me down?
I just assumed you could scroll up and chat as an observer, but I don't think you can.
All right.
Maybe it's another Midas mode bug.
Midas mode is perfect. How dare you? If anything is wrong, it's Sir Sadim's fault.
Snare on top.
Top lane. They're gonna go hold into place. Can they get this kill on this Naga? Oh no, that multicast coming out from Bulldog will make sure that Ana is not gonna be doing much of anything. The sun comes out. We'll be able to put several of them to sleep. It's just gonna be Chessie TPing out. He's had enough. And it's left Bulldog all alone here. Although, no, EGM's over there in the corner. Sashka.
I mean, Bulldog's fine. He's got his Midas already finished. He's got a magic stick. He's got level 8, so he's ready to accelerate. And really, the big weakness is Ana right now. Like, he still has no armor. He's got a hood, but if Naga Siren comes up and procs Riptide one time, he's taking massive amounts of damage. He's going to try to turn out a kill in the mid lane, though. I like this. Uses smoke, comes to the mid lane.
Oh, hey, we got it. We got it back. Thank you for your beautiful, beautiful skills of observing there, Purge. You really helped us out in a pinch here.
Okay.
But we're back.
It was all right.
We're back. Oh, Ana, he tried for Ake. You can see a little bit of that ping, though, going through.
I'm sure that's still on.
Top lane, the Sashka. Uh-oh. Admiral Bulldog and EGM are going to be able to clean themselves up a little Venomancer.
Yeah, good luck on that one. That doesn't look like there's any way for
Stick
Venomancer
to
to survive.
coaching. Oh, damn.
My God. The flames.
I love it. I want more.
How's everything else going? Slarder on the bot lane, also trying to farm his Midas. He's getting kind of close. Thompson has a Midas. How many Midases do we have? It's a lot.
I don't know.
Like 2 per team or something. Naga Siren still farming. Going Yasha after the triple Wraith Band with treads. So nothing too weird here. But just a lull in the storm before teams start getting active. A lot of stacks for No-Tail, though. They'll get a lot of gold as Pudge cleans. Oh yeah, I forgot about this cool combo. Fate's Edict on a Pudge while he's rotting. Makes him not take any magic damage, therefore the rot damage is free. So they're going to try to abuse this by killing all these stacks. Look how many creeps this is.
It's going to be a very farmed Pudge the way that they've been running this. I like it.
Yep. He is queuing up his phase boots finally. That's going to help keep him very survivable in comparison to before. Yeah, he does get them all. That's a lot of gold. So if we check the net worth now, he is still in a pathetic position. That really didn't help that much at all. He's slightly behind Slardar.
It's good that you're not their coach. Just like, well, that really didn't do anything. So
no, I mean,
good job, guys.
It was
Way to waste
probably,
all your time.
It had to be way worse before this moment, so I'm sure they're going to be pretty happy with it.
See a TP coming up to the top. Looks like they're thinking about making some moves, whether they're going to try to grab Ana or No Tail. Well, find EGM over in the corner. They just stare each other down. Oh, no, Bulldog will open up. They'll follow up with that Phantom's Embrace, but the hook comes through. We'll follow up again with that Inkswell. Can they turn this around? Ana, he's trying to stay alive. He gets silenced up. They'll drop the Incus. They drop the double, and they'll be able to get themselves... Oh, never mind. Ana got himself a denial.
Okay. Well, good for them, at least. But really difficult to take those fights. Grimstroke has so many disable abilities. He gets to interrupt the Dismember instantly with help from the Grimstroke, so... Tough for them to take that engagement, and all the rotations so far that Ana's tried haven't really worked out. So this has got to be one of those frustrating moments. He's dealing with high ping. He's died quite a few times to ganks, and if he doesn't find a way to get himself in the game, he's just going to be really just a problem for their team.
It's like Sashta gonna make his way back up to the top lane. Surprised, we've only seen one tower taken so far, and that's been the mid tower. You can assume that would be happening with an Arc Warden.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's mostly happening because Naga Siren is a hero that typically does jungle. He accelerates really fast in the jungle. He just did a beautiful triple stack over here at the Tri-Camp. Nice hook,
that's
though.
the hook, though, coming out from Ana. Nice blow back here from Aki. They'll go, hold him into place, and they'll get the kill with some Purifying Flames.
So what Naga does, he leaves the lane. He goes and jungles because he has so much AoE. So much AoE, so he goes in jungles, and that's why they're able to take the mid tower. But now with this nice hook kill rotation, they got 20 seconds to wail on this tower. I don't think it's going to be enough because they don't have a catapult, but still, it does help out. There's actually a face on every single line. Man.
I'm surprised nobody bought the Ring of Basilius. I don't
have
believe there is a face on the Ring of Basilius. No, I meant for in terms of branding it with your...
There was earlier.
There was?
See, for some reason...
Oh, there is, the Walty.
It's not quite working on the Grimstroke. It was working earlier, maybe it's because he died or something.
Oh, maybe.
Certainly not a Midas mode bug. That's
absolutely not. Midas mode is perfect.
Okay, oh, another Midas coming for Venomancer, actually.
Perfect. I like this theme. You know, they're celebrating Mr. Midas by all buying
They are.
Midases.
It's a good choice.
Midas I? Midases?
I don't know.
No Tails. Maybe needs to be a little bit careful because Ana comes in with the hook. He's looking for a kill. They'll follow up. Throughout that Phantom's Embrace, and Bulldog, he's trying to run himself out. EGM trying to slow them down just a little bit. Did manage to go and use that Soul Bind. Looks like they'll be able to get Bulldog out here.
Just really smart how they planned ahead for the high ping. Just said, let's get all these really easy setups. Gale, Fortune's End for 2.5 seconds. Like, no matter what, he's going to be able to land hooks. At least until they get 4 steps.
I was about to say, don't put that pressure on him, Purge, because every time he misses, they'll be like, well, Purge said that you should be landing every single one of these. God.
And still, we haven't seen almost anything out of Slardar. But what he's been doing in this bot lane is hitting creeps, using his Hand of Midas, and he's trying to rush a super fast Aghanim Scepter here.
Bulldog found himself Thompson. He's going to see this rotation. They're going to try to take down the Tempest double. Ignis Status is going to get thrown down. No Tail tries to run himself out. Not going to be able to get out fast enough as they go knock back with that Blinding Light. Thompson, he's got the Oracle's ulti on him, but it's not enough. They didn't have enough healing. He will fall. Looks like they might be able to go and grab EGM here, and they go pop the Shrine. Chessie gets himself a triple kill as he cleans up over onto Sashka. They're not done yet. They want to see if they can get this final hit here onto Ana. He's just a big, tanky boy, though. He is a chonker. Come on. One more stroke of fate, and down goes Ana.
And they separate Slardar in the meantime. Chessie's got him locked down, keeping Ake alive, and see if they can get this kill. It's going to be a little bit tough. Jesse's net is up in 5 seconds. There's another pushback here. No more mana left on Grimstroke. They can throw an Urn, but that's about it. No?
That's
Okay.
4 heroes chasing after.
I think they've got up now. That Arcane Boost,
All right,
yes.
there we go. We'll take down Seb finally.
And this is the issue with the lineup for OG. They don't have a lot of heroes that can just stop the run at them. Like normally it would have to be like Venomancer using Gale ulti on a lot of heroes or something. But when you're playing support Venomancer, it takes time to ramp up into these big items and time to ramp up into skills that do a lot. He hasn't even skilled his ultimate yet because he doesn't feel like it's worth it. Poison Sting is important. Plague Wards are important. And if Chessie just runs at their heroes, they can't really stop it very easily.
Alright, so looks like Thompson's made his way up to the top lane.
He's being a little careful here, not showing his hero if possible, but he does show the unit. He does have his Timberlands finished, so he's able to get his clones around the map really easily here. Loda also going hand of Midas, nothing really special from him yet either, but we'll see when that changes and becomes something special.
No one's attempted any bounties yet. I'm a little disappointed. I mean, we did have the math one that was thrown out there, but I don't believe anyone answered it properly.
I mean, I feel like I'd have to stop playing Dota for like a minute with a piece of pen, some paper, and figure that one out.
Yeah,
Trying to get the kill here on Loda.
The follow-up with the Soulbind, though. Ana's been silenced, slowing down quite a bit. So go, the Bloodlust comes out from Bulldog, and they should be able to get the kill on Ana.
He takes so much damage, actually. They just keep going on him. 6 deaths now for him, but I mean, if only one hero is dying, it's not that big of a deal, and his net worth at this point is below Abaddon's. He's like a mid-tier hero. If it's not Arc Warden dying, if it's not Slardar dying, I don't know if it's that big of a deal. Because he can always catch up, you know?
Are we concerned, though, at all because of the fact that Chessie has just been allowed to free farm for the most part?
Yeah, we definitely need to be, because his net worth is getting a little bit ridiculous. Thompson's going to put some heat into him here. They're going to try to pressure him, but he puts the song down. He'll be able to TP out pretty easily. And he doesn't even waste it. TPs to the Tri-Camp instead, not staying, going back to Fountain, so he barely loses any farm here.
Good efficiency. I like to see that. I like to see a nice efficient movement around this map.
His Diffusal Blade's coming too, so he's only going to do more damage here. And now as a support, No-Tail realizes, like, I need a solution against Naga. If Naga goes on me, I need an item that's going to make me not die instantly. And Ghost Scepter is one of the few that's going to work here. Because if he gets netted, Glimmer Cape's not going to work. If he gets Force Staff, it's going to work, but only for a couple seconds. So I think this is basically where OG has to go. They need these panic items pretty quickly. Sakshka also queuing up an Aghanim Scepter. Great choice, because it's going to increase his damage massively and might allow them to deal with these illusions.
There's the value of the Oracle, again, being able to go and purge off the net. You see the TPs are coming out in mass now from the side of OG. They're looking to fight this. They want to try to defend. The hook comes out, though. Ayana, he finds himself a friend. Can he get Chessie in time, though? Not going to be able to quite finish him off. And there's going to be a big Ignis being dropped in the middle of all. He's going to be able to hold several of these guys down to get pulled back in. The sleep coming through. They just can't actually do anything, Purge. They're just being held in place. And meanwhile, looks like Bulldog trying to just whack away over here. They didn't manage to finish up over onto Ana. They were trying. So throw out a Fire Blast, and they'll be able to go get the kill onto Shashka. Chessie's still looking. He's still fighting his way through. They'll go use the Ink Swell. They're going to try to move him forward, but the illusions are actually blocking him a little bit here. Not able to go as far forward as he would like. Casually just throwing out that Stroke of Fate. We'll find Ana in the trees as they take the mid-tower.
It's so hard for them to fight into this. The Pudge is trying to rock kill all the illusions.
Oh, they want Ana. They want him. They go, they purge off the net again. Jesse's still chasing down. They've used the Purifying Flames, trying to keep him alive a little bit longer, but it's not going to be enough. Loda finds that final hit. Thompson's attempt to stubble is now hiding out in the trees. It will get cut down, but they're still going.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of making them work for this, but it just feels so easy right now for Alliance to take these engagements with the Naga Siren. I mean, they had a decent hook to start things off. The Ignis disrupted OG, but it didn't make it easy to win the fight, so it's going all right, but it just feels like this is going to turn into a barrack shortly.
No, they're going to prove you wrong, and they're just going to walk away.
It's possible. It's definitely possible. Ags is up on Slardar at least, so he's going to have tons of regen, and I believe armor. I can't remember that one. I think armor and status resistance is what you get out of it. So he's going to be able to fight in the engagements a lot faster, and for a lot longer periods of time. He's actually queuing up a Radiance of his own, which is kind of a cool way to play this build. So he's kind of playing it very similar to what we see out of like Wraith Kings and Lifestealers. Get tanky, stand in the middle of the fight, and deal with your opponents.
Sounds like a plan. There's going to be a lot of puddles all over that map soon.
Yep. And maybe this is why Ana is playing offlane instead of the safe lane, perhaps. Maybe it's just this game, who knows. But I would say Pudge and Starter can play both very similarly. Very tanky heroes, semi-mobile, good ways to deal damage naturally, so they can get a Radiance and just be a high damage dealer. But this game it's going to be on Starter since he's having a better game.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Rise of Revenge Tranquil boots. Oh dear.
Excuse me?
Oh, the Tranquil boots are doing that. And the Vanguard got picked
yeah.
up too. It's pretty on par for... Excellent.
I didn't even know about that one.
Excellent. I want to see these guys. I mean, it's going to be a while for some of these guys to get in the Roche Pit. But oh boy, Ana, you have found yourself. Jesse and Admiral Bulldog going to try to purge it off. Keep him alive a little bit longer. He's running right and has that Mjolnir placed upon him. He's going to go for the hook. Manages to find himself one, but he needs help. He needs to get out of there. Again, the false promise gets thrown out. They're trying to keep him alive, but the Oracle will fall in the back lines. No tail. Getting chopped down. We'll push Ana, though, back down to the low grounds. They can't quite reach. Is he going to go for a hook? Is he looking for it? He's just outside that range. It might be able to grab someone. We've got a big old puddle over here. Slardar running in. Seb, he wants to chase after them. Look at another big multicast being thrown out.
Oh, no.
I don't know. They might have overcommitted for this. What do you think, Purge?
Venomous, the Veno will be
Oh,
hit
no. Oh, the Slardar. He's not going to be alive for much. Like, he needs to be alive to just even be part of this fight. Ana, he's back in the middle here. Starting to fight with Bulldog. They'll try to throw out the Gale. It's not going to be able to connect.
It looks like Saksha is playing on 400 ping right now. He's missing almost all of his abilities. Poison Nova hit just the Keeper of the Light. It's a hard ability to use without mobility items. But if he can get Ags, maybe some of these later talents it could work out. But the fights are looking iffy for OG, but they do push their opponents back on the bright side. But not scoring kills is kind of scary. Unless they can take this tower really quickly here, they're still going to be on the back foot.
I thought for sure we were going to lose Seb during that.
It was definitely pretty close, especially because they stunned him outside of his giant puddle, but kind of making his opponents watch him a little bit here, but he's going to get out of here in just a second. In the meantime, Topson has still been farming, though. They make it seem like they're still going to push mid. They force everybody in Alliance to show up mid, but in the meantime, Topson is getting farm on the top lane and pressuring the tower, so might be another engagement here.
Oh, they found Loda over here on the side. He'll go for the hook, not going to be able to quite connect. Loda's going to be able to go and ride that pony out.
He's a really hard kill for sure, because he could always pop his borrowed time if he does get caught here, at least until they get some more disable items.
Radiant's bottom tower.
No Tail finding himself a haste rune down here.
Dire's top
We'll be having the 25-minute runes coming up in a little under a minute, so I'm sure they want to be paying attention to positioning for that.
What's Veno doing? Oh, he actually went to Yule's first instead, changed his mind here on his item. Which kind of makes sense. He needs a way to protect himself or try to shut down others, disable enemy heroes that are running at them. Having Yule's is really good for that, actually. But it is going to delay his damage output, but it'll work in the end, probably. And also, curiously, he went Venomous Gale cooldown. He didn't go for the 90 GPM. We don't see this super often, but if your opponents are running you down constantly, having a lower cooldown Gale is a really good way to deal with it.
Is that Aeonir on the Yules?
I don't know who that is.
It looks kind of like her. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. We'll take down the Tempest Double. Are they just having a... Is the courier actually delivering something, or has he just been chasing him around? Okay, no, that is actually delivering something. Pretty adorable courier.
Oh,
A little bit early there with that Celine Crush. Does have the puddle down, though, in case he needs to make a fast getaway, but he's still being slowed down quite a bit. In fact, he is going to get held into place. No jail, though. He's there with the save. Song is going to come out. It'll catch both of them. There's not going to be enough healing here to help this Slardar, and I'm pretty sure that No Tail's going to be going down pretty soon.
He'll live,
He's going to try to TP.
but...
Is he going to be able to make it out in time? Oh,
Okay.
barely by the skin of his teeth.
He's got a TP ready. If he can just juke somehow and get out of here.
He's trying. He's trying pretty hard, but they throw out the signs, they throw out the net, they throw out the blinding light, everything the kitchen sink.
Okay, they do eventually get him in. Part of the reasons Naga's new item, one of my favorites in Midas Might Here Mile is Heart of Tarrasque. It's great. Really effective bandana.
Beautiful.
Yeah, big fan of that one.
What? Bohemian Galaxy? Is that what's on the...
Yes, I don't know that one. There's a lot of confusion.
I like it. I do like it.
Ogre taking a lot of spell damage here from the Venomancer, but it looks like he's going to be okay for now. He does pick up the Dagon, another animal-themed weapon here. This one uses a dog's head to shoot a laser,
Dire's bottom tower
believe it or not.
has fallen.
So, and considering he's already got Pipe, that was the first item he picked up, he's going to be able to keep his team pretty safe against the Veno, the Pudge damage, and the Arc Warden damage. It's a lot of magic damage. That could make it hard for OG to transition to late game.
Oh, bottom lane. It's like Jesse's facing off here. Just have to run again. Phantom's Embrace going to silence up Ana. He's trying to run himself out, and there again, No Tail trying to keep him alive. They'll be able to go land that Gale. But that's just too many heroes circling for Ana. I don't think he's going to make it out of this one.
Yeah, I think he's dead that one.
They tried, though.
Yes.
You know, good for it. Good effort.
It kind of feels like this
Hudson Dale.
this whole game so far is a lot of like Oracle just trying to save some guy that's like clearly should be dead, you know, and then leaving because it's over. But
Well, it's interesting, right? Because they don't really have a good solution to be able to jump into the back lines to take out No-Tail. Like, he's really got to be, you know, up front and center, and his positioning has been pretty good, considering that he's been able to get off his false promise, I think, every single time. But the second that he shows up with that false promise, they all just converge on him because they know that he is the source of healing, of pretty much all the healing right now.
yeah, that's definitely
So,
true.
If he can't heal, they can't do as much.
Yeah, it looks
with
like
that false promise.
Bulldog's committing to the Dagon 5. Very good item. I mean, he's already out farming Slardar, and once the team fights start, he's going to start throwing these out on a low cooldown. It'll eventually work down their opponents, give them a better ability to burst. You just got to be careful not to use it on whoever Oracle's protecting.
Looking forward for the multi-merps as he goes and throws his zaps out with that bad boy. They're going into Roche? Are we having our first Roche? Oh, snap!
Smoke broke really weird.
It did break a little bit weird.
I think it broke on Roche.
Look at him go. Look at our VR Roche. Look at him. They're like, oh, God, I can't deal with this. Come back here, Nagasar.
They might also be worried that there was an enemy hero there, because I think it was treating Roshan like a player, and that's why the smoke broke.
That's possible.
They might be thinking that there was an Invis Radiant hero, like an Invis OG hero there.
Surprised they didn't try to go for that bounty, right? They have to announce. Is that it?
Yes, I believe so.
It's another dead Ana.
It's just really hard for him to catch up at this point. He's got 9 deaths, 0, 9, and 3.
You know, sometimes it really do be like that, Perch.
Yeah. Sometimes you're just against these swarming type heroes. You have a rough laning stage. Sacred Relic is up on Slardar at least.
Ooh, that's a very very scary TP coming out from Seb, especially considering everyone else is nearby. Let's go throw the Soulbind out.
He's fine.
Got the silence on.
Got the puddle. Once the puddle's down, he's relatively safe here, but he's got to finish the Radiance before they lose some Rax advantage. Chesty getting focused.
They're going in. They land that Slithering Crush, and they're going to just keep on throwing. Nice Ignis getting thrown out again by Ake. Going to be able to keep them alive a little bit longer.
Arc Warden.
Bulldog, though. Bulldog's getting just chomped down. Chesty says, all right, everybody, get on the bus. It's time to go home. Everybody out of the pool.
That's a safe way to get
Scared, yeah.
But on the bright side, Arc Warden is really easy at killing the Coddle ulti, because every single attack counts. So he's got all this extra attack speed.
True.
Normally here, we're going to see smoke break in. Let me see if it breaks. Yeah, it does break on
So
the
it is
front.
actually, okay, so it's Roche that's breaking.
Yes,
But they know that they're not in the vicinity. They've got some vision over here, so.
He's fighting. He's
Give
trying.
him the punches. Give him the punches. He can't. He's getting dashed back and forth.
They're invulnerable because of the magnetic field. He
Oh
can't
my
control
God.
his movement, but he can still slap.
By Super Roche, it's too late.
Oh, man.
That's our first, I think that's our first Roche with our,
They
our
tried.
VP doing it, yeah.
It just took, it takes a couple seconds, guys. Sorry.
So was it, did they actually end up purchasing it?
I'm gonna guess a no. That was a fat no.
Okay. I can't wait to see someone get yeeted out of that pit. It's not something I ever thought I'd say in a Dota game. It's gonna be great.
All right, Force Staff gonna be ready for Oracle here. Rest of the team on Alliance's side is gonna be moving around the map. They do have Aegis to worry about now, but I mean, it feels like such a bigger deal than it is because of how difficult it has been for teams to Roche up until this point. But now they're gonna have to worry about that again. And Slardar's got Radiance coming too, which means that they actually have a way to take some damage to their opponents. Topson in trouble though, he gets fought. I'm sorry. Never mind, just Tempest.
I love it. You get so excited. I like hearing excited Purge. It's great. Excellent.
That one is fake though.
Good. All right, there it is. There's that Radiance that you were excited about. We are going to have an Agnum Scepter picked up on Sashka soon, too.
That'll be really big, actually. Lowers the cooldown a lot. That's the big thing. Increases the damage a huge amount. But a lot of it comes down to the later counts. The 20 and the 25 count.
Hook not going to connect, but in comes Seb. The song comes out from Chessie. They're going to go get in position. They found themselves at Oracle. They say, yeah, we're not going to be allowed to heal anyone. As they see Chessie following over on the Topson, they'll go throw with a slow down. And they're going to just chop away. Can they get Topson? No, at the last second, No-Tail going to be able to throw out that false promise. Keep him alive a little bit longer. Ignis will get dropped. Everyone's going to get pulled back for a little bit of a nap time here. Tadmo Bulldog jumps in. They manage to find the kill over onto Topson. And they're still going. This is not looking good for Team OG. They lose Ana. They're going to probably, yeah, there it is. They go. They get Ake. They'll come
They-
right back
can
up
still do this.
again. I don't know. Okay, yeah, they'll be able to get down Bulldog. Excellent.
Yeah, because when he respawns with Aegis, he's already got the status resistance puddle down. It's actually kind of nice. Helps
Chessie?
protect him.
Chessie?
He's trying to trick him. He's trying to trick him. It's not working.
I'm
He
an
finds him.
illusion. I'm an illusion. Nope, they know you're on an illusion, Chessie. Run! Run, Chessie. Actually cheating.
Oh no, Sashka just dies the illusion.
Oh, Sashka.
Oh man.
Dire's top tower
Okay,
is under
well.
attack.
Excellent.
Pretty good fight though. The 3K gold advantage for Alliance. Game's still very winnable for both teams at this point.
All right, that's the, I believe the Acceptor was just picked up for Sashka now. That is completed. What's the play here?
It's
Because
just,
Ana basically is just like one big hero that,
he's not the big threat. The big threat is the Arc Warden. You could tell that by the way Alliance played that fight. They songed everybody, and that was the hero they wanted to go on. They didn't care about the Oracle. What they wanted to kill was Thompson on the Arc Warden. Thompson made a small micro mistake too. He spawned his Tempest double. He tried to force his main one, but he accidentally forced his primary Tempest double. And then his main hero got killed. So that was actually, other than the Aegis, that was kind of like a, maybe not a worst case fight there for OG, but it was pretty rough. So as long as they don't get him caught like that, they'll have a much better chance of winning. But on the downside, that's a butterfly finish here for Naga Siren.
or on the upside if you're an Alliance fan.
That's true.
Chessie wandering through, finds himself a no-tail. Go, throw out the net. Will immediately purge. There's going to be the Yules getting used.
I mean, Chessie's just essentially invulnerable here this game.
Oh, Ana. Got found out over here in the corner. Throw out the Soulbind over on the Oracle, and Ana will be able to take down the Oracle. There's not going to be any healing available. Throw down the Ignis as well. And there's going to be a song. I guess they're just going to maybe back themselves out. I'm not sure what's going on here. It feels like they're not 100% sure either. So they get dragged in further and further. Very nice stroke of fade coming through. They're going to be able to go bounce everybody back using that blinding light and just creating absolute chaos right now. Ana trying to get himself away. Another multicast. He's going to get taken down. And the Force Staff will come out as they try to keep Seb alive, but they're going right after this tower. And look at it just go. Throw down that bubble. Let's get inside of it there to get that damage down.
It's going to buy some time, but as they cross around here, Loda just going basically offlane items. The Vlad's, Solar Crest, they're hitting buildings. And they can't really stop this easily without ultimates or Pudge. Pudge is like the cheapest source of damage they have. Ooh,
Oh,
scary
BKB
for
though
Slar.
coming out from Seb. He's going to try to take down Loda. Loda goes to use up our time. He backs himself away. And now it feels like Seb's just wandering around. He's like, I'm trying to find anything, but
Yeah.
he needs the rest of his team behind him. Where's the rest of his team?
They can't really come that far forward. It's not very safe for them.
Yeah,
Stats
because
resist
Chessie's
damage.
just throwing his own body forward, like we said. I don't think he found any sort of a kill over here on the Slardar. He's already used the BKB. Bulldogs just moving back, throwing out that multicast again. Can they get the kill? Yeah, they'll be able to take down Seb.
He's got
He
no
has
money.
no buyback. And they throw out, oh. Can they, the Dagon, that double Dagon!
The dog power, man. It's strong, and they're going for the throne, dude.
Puppy power, too strong.
I bet they wish they were playing yesterday, not today. They could have gotten that challenge completed, but everybody's dead on OG. That's going to be the end of the game for sure.
Real TI winner. Yikes. Yeah, they didn't do any of the challenges. I'm a little disappointed in the Lions. Like, I'm glad to see them, playing well, but that could have been more entertaining, I think.
Oh, that was a great game. Come on. Had some really solid run down. They could just run at them constantly. It was difficult for OG to stop the aggression. I mean, if the game continued and OG got to like the 50-minute mark and they had all their Aghanim Scepters and stuff, it might have been cooler. But I mean, the last pick Naga, they banned Brood, who's similar at just being able to run at you. Naga Illusion. So they just had a really solid pick in that last spot, and it was something that OG couldn't well deal with the draft they had.
I think Chessie was a very value stand-in for Shibo.
So
I'm
far.
sure she would really be enjoying this, but he's really proving his worth. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was very exciting. I'm not sure if we're going to see Ana on a hero that has to deal with a lot of skill shots coming up, but we'll see. It's a shout out to him. It is like what's something ridiculous. What, 4 a.m. in the morning or something to that?
Oh
effect?
yeah, I mean, he only died 11 times.
Only 11 times.
0, 11, 5. That's
It's
fine.
fine. It's a real TI winner right there.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have game number 2.
Welcome back, Dota fans. Betway Midas Mode 2 continues on. Game 1 complete, and Alliance have done it. That Naga Siren was a bit too good. Let's hear what our analysts thought about match number 1. We've swapped out Slacks for a Jenkins.
Jenkins was busy. We had him in the back.
Don't direct the attention
Testing.
to me. I have no idea what happened in that game.
He was working with the Suns fan crew back there, beta testing to ensure everything for our VIPs. But luckily, Owen and I,
We saw it.
we were there.
That's good. And very quickly, Twitch chat, we're getting close to this draft. We need your votes right away. I don't want to delay it all. Get in there. Get your votes going. Here's the quick key, exclamation point, and then your hero name. Make sure you type it right. Double check it. You might want to screenshot this. That could come in handy later, right? We're taking these bans from every single game, 4 from the community. This is your chance to get involved. You have an impact on Betway Midas
to
Mode
get
2.
tactical, right? I mean, for your fan, you know, whatever team you were cheering for, help them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So game 1, let's circle back. We had a slightly longer break there. What went wrong for OG, boys?
I mean, it was always a risk, right? You're giving Anna the pudge. He's playing it on 300 ping. It's going to be a hard game. Like they were setting up a real challenge for themselves there. It was pretty tough. I think it was about 25, maybe in 30 minutes in, he only had like 2 flesh heap stacks.
Yeah.
Not a great place to be, especially when you're playing the core pudge. So they sort of went for a bit of difficulty. Maybe they should have spent some more money on the bans. I think now that they've seen what the Naga Siren can do when Chessie gets that final pick. I think regardless, we're not going to see the Naga Siren. I'm pretty sure Twitch chat is going to put the vote in to get that one banned out.
What? You think they would do that?
I think they might do.
Arc Warden?
What about, you underestimate the amount of Alliance fans in here, because they need to start banning.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter which team you're a fan of. Like, Naga Siren's just
Heroes, right?
definitely easier than Pudge.
Some heroes are very easy on low ping. Some are exceptionally difficult. Pudge is pretty far on that side of the spectrum of pretty difficult.
He's kind of weird, though, because you can kind of run around and feed, and it's still okay.
Is that what you tell yourself in all those Pudge games? Yeah.
We saw it yesterday, Monkeys Forever, feeding on Pudge, 1-17, one of the most prolific Pudges in North America.
Yeah.
It happens.
Dota's most competitive region, I've been told.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, they laughed. Damn.
That got a belly laugh in the
Sometimes I
front row.
forget
I
we
like it.
have the live audience until you say something like, yeah, right.
Well, speaking of live audience, Trent, we've also got live odds for game number 2. Betway's made this whole event possible. We're throwing money all over the place. Let's see if you at home can throw some money around. Odds have changed. Uh-oh, it was 1.3 for OG before. Looks like it was value for Alliance. 1.9 now for OG, 1.72 for TI3 Alliance coming into map number 2.
Take a screenshot, because that's the last time those odds are ever going to look like that for these two teams.
You think this is as close as you're going to get for 2x on OG? Is that what you're telling me here?
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah?
They did.
This is value time, dude.
They did win.
Minus mode, I
mean,
guess.
it's understandable why the odds are like that. Already I felt like, Betway knew for game 1. They were like, well, 300 ping player.
Yeah.
So it was understandable.
They had the
why
big brain there. All right, well, we've got a draft to jump into.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and do it. And remember, for those of you betting at home, Betway does have a leaderboard. I just tweeted that out, retweeted on Moonduck. If you've been placing some bets, you should check it out, because you might be winning a bonus for your placement on the leaderboards.
This is just gross, I have to say. The fans, they have come out in full force. The OG fans.
I mean, this is
Look at
legit,
this.
though. Naga, Meepo, and Alk.
It's good. Yeah, look at this auction, right? We're starting to see the metagame take off in terms of how much teams want to prioritize putting Moonbox into getting that.
Why
that
these
choice.
numbers? I can see Alliance thinking, okay, maybe if they start at 100, maybe they think we'll do 101. They'll try to metagame it with 102. I see how you could get to 103.
I mean, they went very high.
Break 17 down for me. Where does that number come from?
I mean, I feel
17%.
17.
Oh, it's Dota's magic number. Okay.
But it's more understandable in terms of the range of numbers that we've seen teams going for. Now that Alliance have sort of gone out there and said, we're going to slam out 103.
Right.
Now for the future teams, if they actually really do care about getting priority with the pick, they're going to be like, well, Alliance did 103 before. And, the Alliance are going to sort of bait other teams into having to spend a lot of Moonbucks on getting the choice.
So if they win that bet, they pick side?
It's winning the coin toss.
Okay,
so you get to pick priority.
So can we see what they picked? Do we know what they picked here?
That's a great question.
I guess on this overlay, it's kind of.
Well, one would assume that Alliance.
Okay, so it's OG's turn to pick.
OG's got first pick.
Yeah.
So I would guess Alliance took Radiant, but
Yeah.
maybe not necessarily.
I'm surprised I think this is like the first Coddle ban that we've seen. It's such a cheap hero that we've been seeing it first picked.
Yeah.
But being banned, that also makes a lot of sense because it's so cheap and so good that everybody's going to take it if you have the option to.
He's moving on up, dude. He was 67 Moonbucks, and he started at the bottom of the list.
Yeah, that hero's looking real good in pubs.
Yeah, he's all over the place.
Nice
Okay.
hero.
A Witch Doctor.
Oh, here we go.
That's going to be nice to look at, isn't it?
Yeah, he's walking around
right.
there.
Oh,
He's toting
yeah.
himself.
He's got a little drink. He's got a pistol. He's
Yeah.
ready to go.
Yeah.
All
the
right.
original. The
The-
OG custom hero.
The Gunnin' Witch Doctor.
I thought it was going to be Alliance or OG that's picking all of the cosmetics, but it's actually Alliance.
Well, they're down a game, so, they got to put the work in here. Seb wants his hero, his tree.
It's interesting that Alliance paid so much for this pick priority because, if I'm not mistaken, on day one, Alliance, one of the teams, they did 0 in their
That is
opening
correct.
series for both games.
Yeah.
And they won both those games. So it makes you wonder if that was strategic or if they went back and looked and said, oh, well, maybe we need to bid a little better.
Dude, Alliance is rich. They can buy whatever they want right now.
That is also a good point. That influences how much you can afford to wager on your pick priority.
Was there a lot of bounties happening in the last game?
Well, we saw... Did anyone actually successfully get a bounty? So they
That's a
tried
good
the mass
question.
question. I think they failed the mass
Yeah,
question.
production, if we could get a verification on what was attempted. I did get word that Alliance said they were willing to donate 100 Moonbucks to OG if they do for the family? Or
The VIP
fans.
experience.
The VIP
yeah,
one.
for the fans.
Yeah, for the fans. That was
Basically, they want to pay them to try and fight Roche.
yes.
Yeah.
OG says that they will do any...
They will give
I'll take it.
100
They'll pay 100
Moonbucks if Alliance does any bounty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any one bounty. Wow.
Damn,
So they're trying to push them into those bounties. Because teams can do whatever they want with Moonbucks. That is the glory of Midas mode. If they want to...
You can come to us with a wager. Hey,
Yeah.
I want to go for slip or for pinks. Yeah, I want all my Moonbucks, all in.
I mean, that's kind of interesting that OG did that
if
because...
J-Storm was watching right now,
Yeah.
couldn't they just message us and be like, yo, we're putting 500 Moonbucks on OG?
They
Are
could,
we
right?
allowing that? Or
So originally in Midas Mode 1, that was something that Slacks wanted, was this idea of teams talking shit and like calling in and being like, oh, EG's garbage. I'll bet a 500 of our Moonbucks right now that EG loses.
Now, didn't Fear come in and wager all of their Moonbucks on something, though?
I don't remember how that
Pretty
story
sure
arc
That's what
went.
happened. He wanted to wager their entire bank on someone winning, and we told him.
We decided to stay away from the all-in on the Moonbucks.
But you could try paying your opponent to pick heroes.
Yeah,
right?
but we like the idea of challenges and that kind of stuff. Like, hey, we'll pay you a bounty of our Moonbuck bank if you do X kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, encouraged very much so, and maybe some of those ideas could inspire bounties for future days.
Well, speaking of custom heroes here, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we don't have Wraith King. He's gone.
Oh yeah,
We got a different hero in our Dota games.
Oh
Yes.
right, I forgot about that. The return of the
Very
True King.
bony.
Leoric.
Now
No, we don't say that.
we can't say that word.
We don't even really say the other one.
We got a couple taboo words, Jenkins.
We have
You just
we
triggered
call him
it.
the King of Bones around here,
Bone
Mr.
Lord.
KOB.
The Bone Lord.
He's the general of the skeleton army.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
Yes, perfect. Now, I was saying this morning that sounds like a 300 ping hero.
Yes.
I think Wraith King's pretty,
Definitely.
Lord of Bones is pretty good, right? You just press your skeletons, they go.
Yeah.
You buy Radiance.
You don't
buy
have too many
maybe a
spells to
Blade Mail,
manage.
something that's
You can just shift queue yourself through the jungle camps.
yeah,
Yep. That's easy.
Yeah.
probably like Alt Tab, play some artifact at the same time.
Yeah. Well, we don't say that word either.
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, here's a hero I'm always excited to watch, the Spirit Breaker.
This is a oh
Whoa!
All
All right.
They like
Couple
that.
boos, couple cheers from the crowd. Techies for OG.
So that's going to be probably a Seb tree and a. Well, I guess we don't know for sure, but I would guess.
It's got to be
Sox-
Seb Tree, right?
Yeah, and Sox will be playing the techies.
I think so.
It's got to be.
Could be No Tail too. I could see that happening. Sox plays the
Actually,
5.
I have seen people play techies as a position 5.
Yeah.
Quite a lot.
Is it good?
recently. It's actually really good because you
five.
can keep suiciding and bringing back regen for your carry.
That's
so much
interesting.
damage.
It's legit, and then you're pulling. You have this like long attack range. You can beat the crap out of people in your lane. It's actually legit.
Now that's an interesting use of techies. Using suicide to become the second courier.
It's like it's kind of like Abaddon, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
when he was played like with the Mistcoil.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Alliance looking like a TI3 draft here.
The high ticket life stealer.
Loda, Lifestealer. Legendary. Almost as legendary as the Loda Spear itself.
I mean, as we mentioned a few times, the coolest thing about Midas mode is that these heroes that are expensive now, as they go unpicked, will start to become more cost-effective. So it varies over time. Lifestealer at 192, he's expensive, but for how good he is, I feel like that's actually a pretty value snag here for Alliance.
Yeah, I would say that's... Would you say that's more value than the Wraith King being 190? Which would you be more happy
I was
paying
actually going
for?
to say, I find it funny that they're almost identical prices.
Yeah.
They're like almost identical heroes.
I feel like
they do the exact same thing.
I'd say the Lifestealer is more value. Rather, like, who would you feel happier paying for that price?
I think prior to the like skeleton nerfs, where they reduced the HP, Wraith King was a better Lifestealer. But I think now Lifestealer's a better Wraith King, especially against the techies.
Yes.
Like you wanna run in and
Yeah, that's true.
The Rage has also a cooldown than the ultimate.
And I think it's also extra value when you've got a Spirit Breaker and a Beastmaster.
Oh yeah, the Infest Bombs.
Yeah, but super value, 13 Moonbucks for a Chaos.
So what's going on with this?
Yeah, where's this guy going?
Is this... it can't be a support CK.
I think it's more likely to be a carry CK and then like an off-lane Wraith King?
Or probably an off-lane. I would say off-lane CK is more likely. It would be like a 3 CK, a 4 tree, a 1 on the Wraith King, and then 5 techies and a mid left. That's my guess, at least.
That sounds reasonable to me.
I have no idea because it's OG. Yeah, anything that sounds reasonable is usually wrong.
CK is just so good with that, the like sustain in lane. It's one of the best. Right. In terms of just being like, I guess by that metric, maybe he should be the one who lanes with the techies, right? Because you need someone that can kind of survive on their own, but also create setups for the suicide. So that would be a really potent lane combo.
Yeah, I think CK2 is like played better when you're playing it to actually like kill a lane as well. Like if there are heroes that do really well where you're just like trading with each other, like Beastmaster for example. You know, he just wants to sit in the lane and keep trading with you. But if you just kill him, like it doesn't matter how well he trades because he's just dead all the time.
Yeah.
CK is one of the best heroes against Pudge. I don't know, Owen, but you've probably played the matchup Pudge versus CK, and it's one of the most frustrating things to play against. Not at a single point in the game can you ever survive his bullshit burst.
Well, actually, Owen goes Radiance and Shiva's Guard.
I don't go Radiance anymore.
You changed it up, haven't you?
His build was pretty reasonable, I think.
Right, last ban here. Surely you're banning the Chessie Brood, right? This would be a great Brood game for 5th pick from Alliance, or is there a reason why Brood isn't good here?
Ooh. That was what they banned last time.
None of the heroes of OG really do much against the Brood, or?
I suppose you still have last pick mid on OG, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
So you could
sure,
run
I guess,
like Kunkka to counter it.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe because you
Alliance have the last pick, right? Because we just got the CK.
Doesn't first pick get last pick? I haven't drafted.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. No, yeah, Alliance still have last. Alliance have got 10th.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then this is an amazing Brood game.
Surely they're just gonna pick Brood.
I think it's a good call.
Unless obviously OG picks some amazing mid that's going to put that off. Pango's pretty good.
That's a decent Brood.
But is that going to stop Chessie from wanting to play Brood? Or do you think he's going to play it anyway? I feel it's just still
he could still play it. I mean,
I'm sure he could still play it.
If you're playing Brood, okay.
Oh, okay.
That's a good. I was going to say there's a lot of melee heroes, and that is a dream Timber pick.
Yeah, mid Timber as well.
Yep.
So. Very easy game. He gets like I would say that if you're running like a side lane Timber against something like a Chaos Knight Techies, you could feed in the first couple of levels. But mid, like which one of these cores is going to be able to lane against a Timber mid and put any pressure on before he becomes unkillable? None of them.
Can't Pango like kind of still farm shit and snipe like range creeps? And I mean, he doesn't win the lane, but he can still kind of be there and do stuff, right?
Pango can probably like not die as well.
Yeah, because it's hard to chase down without the trees and everything, but it's not going to be fun. That's for sure.
Well, I mean, it's the lesser of all evils. Are you going to put CK mid?
No,
That's going to be fun.
Yeah. I mean. The nice thing is, though, if you're OG, you do have a Treant Protector. So, like, Timber, the way that he takes towers is he just tanks it and then hits it with creeps.
That's true.
So, if he doesn't have, like, a full wave of creeps, like, Pango clears it, then it's just Timber chipping, and he's not going to get through the Treant armor. There's no way. It's too slow.
Yeah, I've definitely said I'm a bit of a Timber hater over a lot of these games. But this game, I do like some of the allies he has. Like, I like the Spirit Breaker, too, because then you can actually rotate pretty successfully as a Timber, right? You start a charge somewhere, you see someone who's a little position, come down, you get the kill, you start chipping away at the tower. Maybe you bring in the Inner Beast, you scale behind the tower with the Hawk.
Give setup, too, for all of his spells. Like, Timber's actually kind of, he's got a lot of skill shots.
Yeah. If I'm OG, I'm going to be looking for these like huge plays with the invis on the Treant to like set up in behind, to scout out for the suicides, for the stasis traps. That's how they're going to win defenses.
So remember game 1,
Uh-huh.
Jerax was not there. There was a stand-in, the coach. Jerax is here
Oh,
for
excellent.
game
Okay.
number 2.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Okay.
That changes things because I saw that pre-TI he was spamming a ton of tech.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
he
yes.
was.
Yeah, it's
He
absolutely
was.
Jarek's second.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's definitely Jarek's
So
second
that
too.
means we have
Yeah.
possibly 5 Treants,
I think it's got to be 5 tree, no tail tree, yeah.
offlane CK.
Well, I have a
Great
feeling
game.
no tail's talked about support CK before.
A lot of people have
I
talked
feel like
about
Tell
it.
us,
few
talk-
people. I've heard a few people talking about that.
So maybe it could be a support.
The only reason
just
I
don't
don't
think
think
it's
it is
good.
because if you do support CK, you want the Ags. Don't you? Isn't that like the whole point of doing support
Yeah, it's like
CK?
CK Luna or
And they don't
CK
really
Al.
have a good Ags hero.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Wraith
I mean,
but
But
then
he
again,
builds like auras. It's like, eh.
yeah, but then
Yeah.
I guess he Yags the Wraith King. He's gonna have Radiance. You can micro the illusions down all lanes. I mean, they last pretty long, right? The CK illusions.
They do last for
What will
a
you
decent
do
amount of
versus
time.
our 3 Radiance illusions?
You never know. It might be.
I like where your head's at, Owen. You're always thinking creatively. A very innovative approach to Dota 2.
it's like a poor man's Naga. It's like every 3 minutes you have like Naga illusions. Aha, your
Dude, it's
lanes
like
are
a rich
pushed.
man's Naga because you made it all the way through the game with a support CK
That's
who
true.
somehow got an Aghanims. That's like the
That's
high
true.
roller.
Right.
Oh my.
So yeah, I'm
It's-
wondering how they're gonna answer the Timber Saw. I really
Yeah.
I feel like he can run around and take all of these early towers with like an early lead.
Yeah.
Do you think Pango with the Diffusal Ags is any good? Is that enough to try and like slow down that Timber in the mid game?
Oh, definitely in the mid game. Yeah,
Super annoying.
it's so annoying. Like mana drain against any of these like strength heroes who use mana but have like 300 mana pool. Very very frustrating. As for killing the Timber, they're gonna need to wait for like a Spirit Vessel. I think like the first 15 minutes are gonna be a real problem. But then again, they have a Treant, so
Yeah, this is an interesting draft.
Hold the line.
And of course, we will jump into that game as soon as it's ready to go, but we will need some predictions from our panel here. And I've become a defector. After seeing that game 1, I don't know how much of an impact Jerax will have in this one since he was absent, but Alliance? Anybody?
I'm gonna go OG. I think Jerax is the best player on OG.
Damn, them some fighting words right there. Eat shit, No Tail.
I didn't tell it though.
Those were your words, Jenkins. That's fucked up,
Those are
dude.
your exact words. That's all
That's
I
over the line, man.
I think No Tail is a fantastic fellow. And
But
he's
Jerax is just better at Dota. Is
better
that
at everything.
okay?
everything in life. So
Damn.
successful.
No, I've got to go with Alliance again. I think it's the OG's definitely going to have a better shot this game. I think if Anna is playing the Wraith King, he's going to have a lot better time than he did on his Purge. It's a lot more simpler. If he's just going Midas Radiance, the ping doesn't matter as much. But yeah, the final pick Timber. And I think the fact that Alliance spent more on the draft as well, they spent about 750 compared to like the 450. You can really feel like all 3 of their cores seem very strong. You know, Bulldog back on the Beastmaster, and then having this Lifestealer and Timbersaw, great tanky heroes that I think are going to be able to push pretty nicely against the techies, especially because they've got the backup of the Witch Doctor with the Voodoo Restoration. A lot of sustain, a lot of push, and a lot of go.
Really good infest bomb
I think
carriers.
it's a really hard game for OG. So I think I will take Alliance as well. Because I just think it's much harder for OG to win this game based off of their heroes.
No
Not to
faith
say
in
they
the
can't
techies?
do it.
Where does Techie's rank for you guys? Do you feel like he is a good hero, quote unquote? Like
Yeah,
is he strong?
for sure. Okay. I just feel that Alliance have got pretty decent cores against it.
I think if I split the hero pool in half, he'd be in the top half.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Okay.
The best way I
That's
think about it. I don't know if he's top like 20 or 30 or whatever.
I think he's like A tier if you have a techies player. Like
Yeah.
it can be a really good techies.
And Jerax certainly is that, as you say. He's
Of course,
definitely
yeah.
he's spammed a lot of times.
Yeah. It's like he has that Arc Warden kind of vibe, where if you have a player that really knows how to play it,
Right.
it's so much different than your just regular Techie's performance.
Right.
You know, what have you.
I think Sentry usage is going to be the big thing for Alliance, right? Between the Treant and the Techies Mines.
Oh,
If
that's
they
so
like run out of
annoying.
sentries, I know it's
That's
really
so
frustrating. If you
annoying
get to
to
the 30,
draft.
40 minute mark, dude, it's awful playing support. Like I have to
Yeah.
yell at people like stop buying the sentries. Like I need these sentries. I can't have you wasting these things on the other side of the map where I don't need them right now. Like
Yeah.
you don't have a sentry for a tower push. It's so hard to play against Tree now.
Well, like you literally cannot enter a lane that Techies has been in without sentries.
Yeah.
You can't. You have to have a sentry in the lane or you can't push the tower. Even if you have no idea that there are mines there.
All right. Now, Jenkins, what I didn't tell you is that in that money gun this morning, I did sneak a real 100 in there. So somewhere on this set, there is a real $100 bill. I'm going to see if you can find it before the next game starts. On that note, game number 2, it starts now. Let's jump into it.
Purge, I'll be right back. I need to go check something in the other room.
The observer will handle it. We got it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. All right, we're hyped. So let me ask, do you believe in techies?
Yeah, I think Techies has a interesting place in Dota. Like laning-wise, he's definitely very strong. The mines can be used in definitely weird ways. He's definitely not the most typical Dota hero, but if you get used to how to play against him, it's something that's manageable. I think Techies has a good place in Dota, but I'm sure a lot of players will be upset about that.
And I guess the big question. Oh, there he is. There's our commander of the Skelly Men. Oh. Man, you stay out of the hood there when you got a witch doctor running at you like that.
Bringing his snacks with him, man.
Look at him go. All right. Oh, he wasn't ready. You can see that Roche, he's swinging, he's moving. And there's 100 moon bucks that are being placed down, right? So if Alliance does any of the bounties, right, they get an extra 100 moon bucks.
Correct.
And then if OG does the VIP experience, they get an extra 100.
And a lot of these are actually pretty easy. The Not My Fault one, stupidly easy. Player who dies first on the team must explain how it's their team's fault they died. First person that dies, just type for 30. I mean, all right, you're in base for 30 seconds, but hypothetically, you could knock out both together. You could do VIP experience, die to Roche, type Not My Fault, and by the time you're alive, the bounties are grabbed and you just get back to lane. It's not that terrible.
Well, they did make a couple call-outs now for the Babe Ruth challenge, I believe.
Oh, you're right, calling out Jarex to die first.
And someone called out Thompson, I think. Quack, quack, quack. Oh, no, they're not really doing it, though. I'm so disappointed. This is my favorite one today.
The big quack.
Is
That one's it's really hard to do the quack one. It's 5 heroes, and when I thought about it originally, I was like, oh, it's not that hard. But then you have to look at the length of the true length of the river. It's really far. That's like a whole team for a whole minute, wasting your time essentially.
Has anyone actually timed how long it takes to get from point A to point B? Is my question.
I have not. That's for sure.
We should definitely do that testing for science at some point.
We'll hope. Lane matchups. We got the Timber versus Pangolier mid. Thompson's going to be taking that one. Definitely one of his signature heroes. At this point, CK Techies in the offlane versus a Lifestealer and a Witch Doctor.
Already can see they're going to try to go for some play here.
Oh, definitely we're going to have to steal some points away from OG. Jarek's not tagging up correctly. He was warned. I saw it. Breaking the rules, man.
Well,
but
now he's a big old softie, so.
That's true. But from here on out, we should know who he is.
We should.
I do like the Witch Doctor Lifestealer, and I think he's actually pretty decent at competing against Chaos Knight, because normally Chaos Knight does end up just being survivable in this lane due to Chaos Strike lifesteal, but having a Witch Doctor, once you start putting Maledict in line, it's completely different. You can do a lot of damage here.
It's also just really nice if they decide to get a little bit too aggressive, being able to throw out the cask and just slowing them down just a little bit.
Yeah, and Cask is amazing against CK illusions too, because they stun for 5 seconds, so that's the guy's ultimate. If you throw the Cask while his illusions are up, you can actually just disable him.
Oh, uh-oh. Techie now, he's got himself Fairy Fire. Okay, he's got to move himself back.
And that's basically the power of Techies. You've got a 300 damage AoE nuke on a 35-second cooldown. The reason he used it earlier was because he harassed 2 heroes down with it, and that's absolutely worth his health. So the base he gives him bonus damage, gives him some mana regen, and he's going to try to offset and kill Loda here.
Oh, we've got that Maledict over onto the CK. Do they have enough damage, though, is the question. They need just a little bit more, and there it is.
Too early. Or too late. You have to call that one a lot earlier.
I believe so. I believe it's, what, 30 seconds or something like that?
Almost kills Lifestealer once again.
Not enough time passed between call out and death. Yep.
Yep, 30 seconds.
Good try, though. Good try. Rigged.
Oh, he's flaming, dude. Oh, he wants his points. Here they come.
Excellent. I like this.
He's got to wait 30 seconds. There's like a good 20 seconds of flaming left.
And he thinks he's good or something. Oh, I enjoy this. This is excellent. This is the kind of Dota I want to see. Look at that little crest in the background. He's enjoying all this flaming, too. He's got a friend. He's hanging out in the worst game of my life.
Is he pretending? I'm not sure if this might be real.
Well, maybe we opened the Pandora's box here on Steph, and he's just letting it all.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ooh, without brain delay, yikes.
Brain delay very strong.
Nice.
Oh man. Yeah, I think Techie's actually be super jacked about that because he's almost level 3 now because of that solo experience. I mean, the morale boost, the morale reduction is going to affect his play, but the extra levels could mean better kills.
Thompson, Jesse, he's got a soul ring. He could try. Nope, looks like he's going to back off. Got 12 stacks to reactive though. I think he could have gotten a. Okay, all right, we got a kill. No Tail gets taken down by EGM. Ana.
Yeah, it's a little rough to be no-tail here because he is the 5 position. He wasn't able to get a stout shield at the start, so the damage he does take is actually going to be a lot more than normal. But he's got level 3 already picked up, 1 armor, 1 of everything basically. And there's a lot of damage coming from the Beastmaster, so might be scary. But when the charge comes through, Roche got a little busy there.
Hey Thompson, what's up? Jesse, he's here. He wants to go for it. I got the little rovers meeting each other. Is he gonna get it? One more hit. Can he get there? Oh, he needs a chip
Too
between
slow.
his knees.
It's getting to be close.
Oh, juked. Nice try. Oh, EGM, he's not ready to give up though. He's looking. He sees him.
It's really smart EGM going for this one here. With the armor, he should be okay. I think it blocks like 40 damage a hit at this level. Got to hit him 2 more times
disarmed, though.
and not get disarmed. All right, now he's going to deal damage. It's going to be close if
All
he
right,
gets a
all
bash.
right. Call it. Oh, there it is. Mid lane, Thompson dead. All right, they're calling it. Here we go, Purge. Let's see if they can get this bounty.
Was that early enough is the question.
I think so. It's taken him a real long time to run across the map here. In fact, if he moves further away, I think he's only helping him more.
I have a feeling he's going to be just fine with the shrine here. But let's see.
And there's the disarm. We talked about this again. There is, of course, Jesse still nearby. Thompson, he's all healed up. He's got the bottle. Looks like they're going to hang EGM out to dry here.
See.
This is a space, right? This is a space. This time he's not in the lane. He's not actually hitting creeps. Jesse says, all right, get off of my space, Cal. No, thank you.
That pure
Oh, they're going to go right back in again. They want it. Jim's got to be careful. Oh, there we go. There's Bash. Anna actually going to get taken down by Bulldog in the top lane as Chessie keeps chasing around here in the middle lane.
It was a little hard for Chessie to hard commit there, but a little suicide in the mid lane as well to kill the creep wave, start to slow things down. But Chessie gets the tower. He's really effective against the Pangolier, who has really low base HP. That means the pure damage is doing a super huge amount. So really easy lane for Chessie so far. He's making a case to get picked up by a team, I think, at Midas mode here.
Awesome. There we go. We're making careers here, Pert, at Midas mode.
Maybe he's on a team. I don't know.
I think he is actually on a team, correct? They got picked up, right?
I don't know.
The Swedish team? Purge, you're my analyst. What do I have you here for?
I don't know. You want me to leave?
It's for that sweet play-by-play.
I can Slacks if you want. He's pretty effective.
No, that just turns into Slacks and I both screaming the entire time. Thompson's got the Rolling Thunder. He rolls on out. Autobot's going to go bottle up. Can they turn it back around? Can they get EGM? It's looking like they're going to be able to hit him. And down he goes.
Okay. Arcane Rune's still up as well. Ana now doing a mix of jungling, but he actually does get pressured quite easily by Timbersaw. His death in lane, oh my god, Bulldog has a Necro 1 at 7 minutes? What the hell?
He's been farming, man. He's
Dude,
been
that is
doing stuff.
No wonder he got a kill. And this is actually so terrifying as well for Ana, because even if he does hit level 6, he's just super killable with all this mana drain already.
All right, Loda, he started his over here. They're going to try to chase after No Tail. See if they can get the final hit. They should be able to get him with that Maldic. Yep, Ake will find the kill. No, they'll be able to chase down Ake. Map quiz time. If Ake buys 6 tangos and gives 3 to Bulldog, how many TIs have Alliance won?
Oh. think that's going to be Chessie getting the win here.
I think so too, but I think our
Roar
Chaos
top.
Knight
Techie's
not
getting
looking
low.
too healthy.
All right, Bulldog roaring, trying to stay alive, but he ends up getting finished off. Oh, thanks.
Bulldog's face just oh. All right, so that is one bounty completed. Excellent.
And that's actually super advantageous for Alliance too, because OG have to give them an extra 100 gold just for completing that challenge. That was like a big loss there for OG. Not typing faster. Chessie's still tanking up the mid lane, trying to force everybody.
Well, they want no tail. Go bash into him. Malediction gets thrown. Now, there's a lot of damage getting poured out here from Chessie. Timber Chain comes through, and Whirling Death.
Grape Caprice when they get focused like that.
Gonna do.
Yep. So he's basically OG having forced them to defend this basically. He has his gloves of haste, started his Midas yet. So the pressure pushing constantly. The only person that isn't on Lifestealer, not a phase boots. Maybe.
Roll through, will connect once. Can they swing it around again? That's a nice cast. It's getting some very value bounces. They have been able to quite take down the Spirit Breaker. The roar comes out from Admiral Bulldog. He's going to be able to go and take down one more person. Yeah, Seb will.
Radiant's middle tower has been Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is falling.
Finished.
Radi-
Step lively now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Not so soon. Not so safe harbor, eh?
Radiant's top tower is under
Triple kill.
Dire are scanning.
Go for my precious bounty.
Radiant are scanning. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Ebullient beauty.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Shadow Wave!
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Invisibility.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I hate life. No shadow. Yes. My belly bursts. My grave. Take no prisoners. Double kill.
Back to full.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Now it gets personal.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Dark light!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Is what I saw.
This'll come in handy.
Radiant are scanning.
For the effort.
Gold!
Precious bounty.
Double damage!
Cause I am. Ha!
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Your turn to ban. 5 seconds remaining. Your turn to pick.
Como certain kilometers there. Malo sunya sa natik restaurant.
Your turn to pick.
I said gunda.
Your turn to pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Laura بيد بيواني تجي برس دمش بشيء طن لنازل وكازل Laura إكس مرحلة ده. نبي عند بالله سامن من لكن كيلو برانا دوني تفلب.
كم تريجه؟ شو يعني؟
دسو بناله بشيء ده زلا.
paper sih enggak nanti. Kalau kita paper sih.
Spend dua.
Sen kamu sudah tinggal di.
Tapi bisi kait kulkan dengan aja zala spend kita.
Your turn to pick.
So, dia aja. Ya, nice yang itu. Sini sweet tangga China.
10 seconds remaining.
And this is 20%.
5 seconds remaining. Your turn to pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Kegagalan kita yang ada situ, ini absen.
Give the Laura kill name with Laura. X is Laura.
Oh, it's a share.
Priestess.
Prepare for battle.
Since you command it. Ah. To the battle. Agreed.
30 seconds to battle.
Of course.
The battle begins.
Fair warning, at last it's time. Mats! On track. Good idea. Ah. Bullseye.
First blood. First blood. Have I got juice on my chins?
As you will. Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Cower before us. Tuck your tail and run, mutt. Yes. Good idea.
Don't mean to cat, man.
Forward, pet.
My bad.
Forward by bounds. On the prowl. Leap forward. We die.
The Veiled Oracle chose you.
We ride. Yes. Leap forward. Good idea. Forward by bounds. On the prowl.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
To the battle. We ride. As you will it. Good idea. Since you perfect.
Look who's coming for dinner.
Turnabout is foul play.
Or do the same.
Forward, pet. Agreed. I'm under attack. On track. Of course. I'll never bow. You'll not stop us that easily. Denied. Leap forward. Yes. We ride. On track. Perfect. Forward by bounds. As you will. Agreed. Good idea. Since you command it. Evil curse! Stop! Great, you make a fine crater. Good idea. Invisibility. To the battle. Forward, pet. Of course.
Get some!
On the prowl. Starfall. Ha! Die, monk. Scatter while you can. Attack. On the prowl. Good idea. Stars! Yes! Crinduker! Whimper!
Cuts no more. A wise blade takes a fool's life.
Forward, pet. Since you command it. Leap forward. Starfall. Yes. Agreed. As you will it. Regeneration. To the battle. An easy shot. We ride. Forward by bounds. Stars!
I can't bear to be seen.
Good idea. On track. Of course.
Denied.
The prize is mine. Yes.
Missing top.
On the prowl. We ride. Good idea.
You get nothing.
To the battle. Bullseye.
Your top tower is under attack.
On track.
Let's die.
Your top tower is under attack.
Gods favor the sharper blade.
Again, we ride.
Missing top.
Yes.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
My blade.
Strength.
Set you aflame.
Chachiman juga tinggal juga.
Agreed.
Semuanya ada di sana.
Shadows, take us. Leap forward. Good idea. Stop. Run like a dog.
Your top tower is under attack.
Since you command it. Forward, pet. Their attack. Stop.
Dire's courier
Take
has
me.
been killed.
Sekarang sudah mulai sudah mau.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Sanaba. Forward by bounds. As you will it. Of course. Yes.
Your bottom tower
As
is
you
under
will it.
attack.
Keluar di sini dah.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Dire's
Forward.
structures are fortified.
Ah. Good idea. Yes.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Agreed. The taste of kibble. Leap forward. To the back. Nicely done. Stars! With honor!
That should help.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Once more into the breach. On the prowl. Not a penny wasted. Whimper, dogs.
Your top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Forward by
Your
bound.
top tower has fallen.
Since you command it. We ride.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
The inner light dawns. On track. Oh. Good idea.
Cut.
Vanish. Ah. Agreed. Since you command it. On track. Evil curse. Star. Good idea.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Of course. Our thanks. Regeneration. Forward by bounds. As you will. We ride. On the prowl.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Run! Yes! Attack! To the battle! Bullseye! Leap forward! Stop! For the hunt.
Boy, fresh meat! I just took me losses.
Stop! Yes. Forward, pet. My pet thanks you.
Lovely.
Good idea. Salamene smiles upon me. Shadows take us.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Such power is ours. idea. On track. Mm-hmm. Of course. Die, Mongo.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Lost.
Orang pasti nasi dah.
Guna apa?
Này, phải farm. Nhưng mà farm người.
Forward, pet. Out of my way! Yes. Forward by bounds. We ride. Good idea. As you will it.
Your middle tower is under attack.
To the battle.
Your middle tower is under attack. The enemy's top tower has fallen.
There.
Back. Oh, meeting.
करे सब नहीं रिस्पॉन्ड दिया जाएगा तो लेकर तो रिस्पॉन्ड होता
itu Nina sih paling
Since you command it. Scatter while you can. Catch us if you can. Good idea. Yes. Good idea.
Pronto para ese.
Agreed. On the
Son back right.
That went well, I think.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower has fallen.
We admit no defeat. The cost of kibble. As you will it.
Oh, you found me.
We ride.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Forward by bounds. Of course. To the battle.
That should help.
Stop! Since you command it. Forward, pet. Ah. On track. Leap forward.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yes.
Your top tower is under attack.
Forward, pet. Start. On track. Allies disappear.
The enemy's middle tower has been denied.
Ah. Leap forward. Perfect. Forward by bounds. As stop. On the prowl. Ah. Stop.
Dire's structures are fortified.
My blades will answer. Disrespect.
có điều mình cho này nó máu đấy. Mình cho này nó máu.
Dia tu tim kan.
Honestly. Right, ready.
Good idea. Haste. Agreed. Just what are you hiding, Rashid? Since you command it, to the battle. This grows on the prowl. As you will it. Forward by bounds. Not yet. Agreed.
Battle. Whosoever stands against me.
Your middle tower is under attack.
The prize is mine.
Extra help.
Since you command it. Tuck your tail and run, you mutt.
Is under attack.
Forward, pet.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Then
get over it.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Good idea. We ride. Mm-hmm. Yes. Cower before us. Toward victory. To the battle. Leap forward. Of course. Stop! On track. Good idea. We ride. Good idea. Stop. Bring down mine enemy.
Main takes I think.
Leap forward. Agreed. Not a penny wasted. Stop! As you will. Stop! We rock trespasser. On the prowl. Yes. Salamene smiles upon me. To the battle. Stop! Such power is ours. Die, mongrel. Stop! Forward, pet. Since you command it.
Thing attack.
Evil curse! On track. Forward by bounds. Ah. Stop! Sanaba. Mm-hmm. Of course. Of course. Stop! Forward, pet. Ha! Stop! On track. Ah. We ride.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Stop! To the battle. Stop! Take me! Allies disappear. Stop! Forward by bow. Stop! Scatter where you can.
It's chilly.
Good idea.
Throw another hero on the fire.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
As you will it.
Enemy's bottom barracks has fallen.
On the prowl.
Siapa?
The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen.
Kita pun jelas juga.
Your middle tower is under attack. The enemy's bottom shrine has fallen.
Not. I just cut losses. That should help.
The enemy's top shrine has fallen.
Spoil that shot. Send to command. Leap forward. To the back.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Agreed.
The enemy's top barracks has fallen.
Good idea. Breaks.
The enemy's middle barracks has fallen.
As you will. On track. Stop! Born to strange sights.
The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. You now have mega creeps.
On the prowl. Good idea. Ah. Salamena smiles upon me. Forward my Forward, pet. Starfall. Leap forward. Shadows, take us. Mm-hmm. I'm under attack. Stop! Forward, pet. Seeing stars. Good idea. Since you command, yes. Ah. Forward by bounds. Star. Double damage. Die.
Time to post.
No, agreed. As you will it. Of course.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
We ride.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Starfall.
Myself fades.
Stop. Bring down my enemy.
Dire structures are
Stop. Bring down my enemy. Fair warning. Good.
Triple kill.
Radiant structures are fortified.
More losses.
Death warmed over.
Dire victory.
Got it.
He should have the reincarnation at this point. Did he end up skilling it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Got a little juke there. Good running. We'll see if he retethers. He doesn't. He lets him stay.
I missed the math question.
Oh, it's just math. It's just
Just
addition.
math.
Wait, no, that's Jerry's.
All right.
Oops.
Thompson earns 3,124,036 at TI9 and 2,246,831 at TI8. How much is his average TI earnings?
Add and divide by 2.
I think that
Oh, that's a comma. Well, do we accept
I don't
commas in
know, I
America?
don't know.
I'm not sure. I don't know about that one.
we're being real
We'll see
sticklers
what the
here on
admins
this
say.
map. Well, isn't our admin actually a Euro?
That's true.
It's a trick.
Deliberating about commas acceptability, I'm sure. If I was the admin, I'd say no.
Well, it's a good thing you're not the admin then for them. The Alliance has successfully answered the question, deny OG the bounty. They cannot win it themselves as they completed it last.
I see. OG doesn't care about math.
OG doesn't have to care about math. These guys are 2-time TI winners.
Yeah, they don't think while they play, right? They just run at you and make
They
you do
just-
things.
Yeah, exactly. This
All
is
about
their game. You're just playing it.
Okay, taking a lot of damage. Gets the
Jesus,
heal off,
God.
though.
All right, we talked about Thompson, you know, making space. This is definitely one of those situations as he had 2 TPs. He's a tier 2.
So the biggest loss when in moments like that is not necessarily the gold. It's actually the experience, I feel like. Because if you're ahead, your extra levels will give a bigger amount of experience. Bulldog never going to get his blink dagger on the bot lane here, I think. Gets stolen away from him.
Poor Donger. He worked so hard to hit those creeps, and then immediately someone just jump on in and steal it away from him.
That's Dota sometimes, though. Chen does pick up a level 7, though. He's getting pretty close to mech, about halfway there. And they're going to pressure.
Yeah, they're looking at this mid tower. Thompson's looking for an opening. The Avalanche will toss back.
Ooh, really close. If he got that punch off, that would have been huge. Note will stun him under tower.
Ooh, the denial of the rune. Thompson was so close to Ihera. Relocate coming in. Comes the IO.
Perfect
And they get this kill on Ake before they've got to go home. There's going to be a snowball coming in too on the back end. No tail. Goes up with a punch. They're getting real close. I don't think they're going to be able to quite get that kill unless you see the Doom was used. Oh, they drop the hammer and they get the kill on Seb. No tail now trying to get himself out of the situation. He has a little bit of help there from Jarek, of course. Thompson trying to 1v1 Loda, but Loda brought some friends here. Toss up, manages to get the kill on Ake.
You just pass him through, that's all.
His Menagerie, unfortunately, not going to be able to save him this time.
A lot of stuff chasing him right now, but I mean, not a bad fight at all for Alliance. They're still they're actually evening the game up despite those early track kills. It's been hard for Seb to secure them since then. He's going Aura items, picks up a bracer for himself. Definitely dying a little bit too quick to physical damage. Or Magic Burst in that case. That was the OD ulti that blasted him there. He's going all Aura stuff. I must say, I'm kind of a big fan of Ags on Bounty Hunter right now. I think it's quite good. But does give you a little bit of raw HP, but he's opting for the more casual Aura items instead. Vlad Solar Crest will definitely be really nice also. Especially towards keeping Luna alive, that helps a lot.
This feels like this game's been a little bit slower paced than our others.
In some ways, yes, but it's a little bit harder for them to make the kills happen. I like OG's kind of lacking easy disables to guarantee kills, right? They have like Avatos, they've got some Tusk abilities, but he's a 5. And they have IO Spirits with no slow until level 15. So
yeah,
even like running at people is hard.
I was so upset when they changed that around.
Why?
Because I'm a big IO player.
Okay.
That's why.
I
don't play him as core. I don't play him as core, but
that's the painful thing. It's like when your hero gets punished for the sins of a different role. You know, it feels wrong, right? You're like, but
I mean, if we want to go down that hole, I mean, that rabbit hole is, you know, we used to have tether stuns, slows.
Yeah, but those didn't get nerfed because IO carry was too good.
No,
those
that's true. Those got nerfed because they're just too
which
good.
needs to happen.
Nice Avalanche going to be able to connect on 2 heroes over here in the mid lane. Just Thompson doing Thompson things. He's got No Tail standing nearby on the high ground.
Hope Smoke instantly breaks on Roche again.
That'll have to get fixed at some point.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll take care of that within a day.
Loda getting chased down here. It's going to be the snowball coming through. No Tail, punch comes out. There's going to be the soul bind. All right, first life down. Now they have to go take off these Phantom Sprays. Loda turning his attention now over onto Thompson. Will throw out the Wraithfire Stun. In comes Chessie. Should be able to find a kill over onto No Tail. Thompson trying to run himself out. He's got an Earn Charge on him. Grabs up that Bounty Rune at very least. Toss up into the air coming through. He's just tried. He's crawling. Is he going to be able to make it? It's not looking good for him as we have 4 heroes over here. 5, actually, chasing him down.
Okay with the snipe. That's how you buy your items. I think he's got mech coming too. It's actually pretty tanky at this point. Zeb still wants to get some kills happening, but...
Well, these are some squishy heroes over here. In fact, yeah, that's going to be a relocate coming through. Just disappear, though, as Loda jumping into the front wants to join in. Got to get Zeb out of there. Got lots of tracks, though, down. We've got 3 of them down on the side of Alliance.
Spanish team, they have more detection. They do, they have sentries.
I think worst case scenario, you can just throw out the shards, though. Yeah. Okay, never mind.
Oh.
All right, they just wanted to get him out of there.
Zervoid's pretty nice. That was kind of a fun fight in this fact that both teams actually had vision, so they both wanted to go back in, but... Seb's Bounty Hunter...
damage outside the roof, but hello.
I mean, you need like a quad damage for that to feel good.
There's a Blink Dagger reveal here from Thompson. We go use the mech. Throw out that snowball once again. No Tail, just trying to slow them down. Going after Ake, not going to be able to quite grab him in time. The Io and the Luna making their own rotation. Going to try to take down some of these creeps.
There's a lot of stuff here.
Charges them all up. Another track gets thrown out by Seb. The toss into the air, though. Get the kill on Ake. And now they're still chasing after this Grimstroke. He can't hide. He's tracked. There'll be no breaking of ankles. Not right now.
Now the gold is... Oh, Thompson's chasing more, actually.
Going right in. Okay, all right.
He's trying
They
to
want it. They want it. They're going right in. They find the kill on Chessie. That double damage.
Big pickup.
Maybe, can they keep Io alive? Yeah, they should be able to switch it up.
The offensive GG. It's so scary, like in times like that where your whole team is running, but you don't know which guy they're going to pick. But he went for the right one, the OD in the backline. He's got good mobility. He's got good damage right now. He hasn't been greedy, but eventually you're going to get worn down. And Thompson will come for you when he's playing Tiny.
I mean, I think it was Trent, too, on the couch. He said, I see OG Thompson grabbing up a Tiny. I say this team's going to win because he's that good with this hero.
Yeah, I mean, he's so good.
Wow.
Very good player. Luna's item build so far this game went Master Mana straight into SNY. No Manta this game. A little interesting, but it's more movement speed. It gives you status resistance, which can be useful. And, when he finishes his other items, he's being really strong.
Oh boy, Ake, again. He's got to be careful. They have the vision. They've got the dust on top of it. This could be a dead Seb. Got Thompson standing up on the high ground, though. Should be able to maybe knock them back if necessary. Can he make it out? Trying to break around. We'll be able to go through that. I think we're going... Oh, no, he has the wand charges. Thompson finds himself a kill on Ake as he goes back on in. This is looking real tight here for Seb. Is he going to... He's still alive. He's still going to make it out. He's a survivor.
Trying so hard to get the kill, but he's able to get out. Barely was fast enough to run away from the Ink Swell originally.
I was very, very close.
Another rune here. Thompson picks up an Arcane. Another great rune for Tiny. He can reinitiate multiple times. Smoke gets popped. They're looking for a pick-off. They do have a track on Doom. That's the guy they're aiming for right now, most likely. Yep,
oh, yeah. There he is. The toss, the snowball, the walrus punch, and a little tickle at the end just for good measure.
Yeah. They threw all the heals on him, but it was just too much damage.
Surprised we haven't gotten more all chat from Bulldog after that one.
Believe it or not, he doesn't all chat when he's dead. Usually.
The jump forward again. Man, Thompson.
So ready.
You can run, but you can't hide from this guy. He's got his eyes on Ake. Will get soulbound up again here. Io moving himself back. Is going to get stunned up. It looks like he's going to probably be the sacrificial lamb here as he's not going to be able to detether and then join back up again.
No-Tail trying to save him with the shards, but a little bit off target, and now he's able to go back in on Tiny as he has forced the mech out of Chen, and sometimes you have to do this.
No-Tail. All right, Bulldog comes forward. He's looking for that stomp. There is still Thompson nearby. That's a lot of heroes, though. I think you just let No-Tail fall.
I would have gone in there and died, yeah. But Thompson, believe it or not, good player. Does save things.
Is No-Tail too precious? You have to protect the precious flower. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He is found out here. There's going to be the Doom getting used. You can see the TP coming out from Loda. This is our jungle. Whoa, all right, there it is. Well, he's not dead, right? So. But while this is all going down, we got Ana in the jungle.
Everybody's jungling, actually. Oh, Space K.
Okay.
Okay, let's the plane do the talking, right?
I mean, that's ideally the best way to go about it, right?
Yeah. All right, Butterfly's ready. Just needs to disassemble his little cat face. Mask of Cat Madness.
It's adorable, and I love it. I like cats.
Just gonna press it one more time, I bet. Oh no, he's just keeping it. Okay, cool.
Oh, got a really okay coming through. And they've got their eyes on Loda. They're going to chase him down. That's going to be his first life. Admiral Bulldog dumps forward. Can they finish it up here? Ana's doing a lot of damage. They'll go, they'll drop the hammer. The Io will fall. Ana now goes, turns around, has that Eclipse, wants to get the kill onto Loda. He's already died once. Can they finish up? Yes, they'll be able to find the kill. This will be Soulbind getting thrown out again. Ante trying to do it, but they're just slicing through them. These glaives flying everywhere. Jesse trying to run himself out. They're still going though. Thompson says, come back here. We're not done with you yet, as it's a triple kill for Ana. They'll take down Jesse, and bye-bye, Bulldog.
He's farmed enough. He's ready to fight. There it is. My God.
Hello.
Like, the moment that they got Butterfly, not a second later, the Relocate started to force a fight on a guy that looked like a decent fight for Alliance. They went on the Wraith King, or the Skeleton King, the guy that's going to respawn. And he just popped Mask of Madness and he ran him down. But because he had Butterfly, he's dodging all these attacks. He's dodging Wraith King attacks, Summon attacks, the OD attacks. And he just out-DPSs everybody. Now his net worth is insane.
I feel like the balance on this team is just really just well thought out, right? Because you've got a Luna who needs to go hang out in the jungle, farm. You have an Io that can buff, you know, and also just relocate. You've got Thompson, who's just, like we said, one of those players that is constantly, you know, trying to make space, paired up with Seb on the VIP experience. Ooh.
Once again, it's not before 20 minutes. But that's okay.
It's all right.
They're thinking about you guys.
I'm fine with them.
That's all that matters.
Look at them. They're all starting to move. Bounty Hunter, Seb, throws out a track on Loda. Fuels, not valid after 20 minutes. You still go for it, guys. Go for it.
Just tell them every game. They'll figure it out eventually.
Eventually.
Baiting, don't spoil.
It's not looking good for Seb, though. Oh, Io coming in, though. Oh, the save.
Send him to the bot lane. That
Beautiful.
would cost Io his life, though.
They've got someone standing nearby so he can tether out.
It's true.
He's got to just have quick fingers.
They're scared.
They don't even go for him. Yeah.
All right. They got a Tiny doomed on the other side of the map here. A little bit of fight against Bulldog. He wanted the kill.
Is he going to find it? Ooh, he does. He does find it.
I think actually Tiny's going to die here.
That's a big one.
Big pickup by EGM. Great silence. Tiny is actually so countered by Phantom's Embrace. He attacks so slow, it's difficult to get the 3 hits. That was all him. Worked out quite well.
Dire's structures are
all right, got some pushing going on in this mid lane. Uh-oh. Oh, look, he tried to go for the tether. Didn't quite connect. That's a dead Io.
Nice Spanish there. And this could give him a decent chance to Roche. I mean, in a normal game, I am sure that they would walk in right now. 3 dead heroes, 2 for 40 seconds.
But have you seen the way this Roshan punches?
He slaps pretty quick, all right. Yeah. Mix of damage is definitely a good way to deal with it. The Tome of Knowledge purchased there by Doom and already consumed. Oh, wait, no, here it comes.
All right, Thompson, spots loaded. The blink forward. Has managed to land the avalanche onto 2 heroes.
Top pressure, push the lanes in. OD's net worth is definitely going to be an issue this game. A lot of times you do see Midas spot on OD, but he bought the early Force Staff to help them fight. And it certainly was useful, but now because Luna had these crazy team fights, she's just stupidly ahead now. Almost finishing Satanic. Yep, there it is. Satanic fish. And keeping the Mask of Madness as well, actually. Kind of an interesting build, but normally you can disassemble the McButterfly and Mask of Madness, but the 2 together, another Coco, dude. Coco Satanic, he's ready.
Oh my god, I love all these Coco items. I love the fact that the Mask of Madness is a kitty cat.
So with Mask of Madness and Satanic together, he's getting 45% lifesteal normally. Once he gets to 25 talent, let's do some math, 80% lifesteal upon damage.
And then that's not even including the fact that you're going to have an IO.
And that you can turn your Satanic on too.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Crazy. It's a cool build.
Couple little bounces here. Thompson spots himself Jerry.
And a banished on bot racks as well. This is looking kind of scary here for him. They do
Oh,
it.
they've
He gets
got
the clips off, though.
Yep, they're going to go in. There's the IO going right in there with that snowball. He's getting pulled in pretty far. They want this kill on Chessie. They'll find it. The Doom gets used. Softy now, he's going to be... Oh, this is not looking good for this IO as he is going to melt. But look at the damage coming out. The Soulbind. It doesn't seem like it matters too much. Although there's the hammer getting dropped. Look at this life steal. It's insane! As he's able almost to stay alive. Finally gets slain as now the rest of the team, they're trying. They want Admiral Bulldog. They'll find it. No tail, though. He will get vanquished. It's looking like Seb buys himself a little bit more time. Tries to get himself out. Not going to be able to.
Well, that was catastrophically bad for OG there. Spread across the mid lane, trying to take fights. Anna just walking high ground against 2 heroes.
I think the snowball with Anna in it might have been a little ambitious.
But it's so tempting, though, right? He's doomed. He's in a little bit of trouble. His Eclipse is already going off. You're saying survivable buyback strategy comp, right? That's true. That was theirs. But Luna dying now. Tons of net worth. Wraith King looks approachable now.
I think if they had all of the team there and if they didn't dive past those towers towards the fountain, things might have gone a little bit different.
It would help, definitely.
Maybe. I'm going to be so disappointed when I go back to my regular Dota and I don't have Coco on it. Literally every item.
Yeah.
Look at that little face.
They picked a good dog. Oh, and on the Echo Saber? Oh my god.
He's a good heck
How many
of a
items?
I love it. Okay, all right. You relocate, they see Ake, they've got the sentry, there's the throw up into the air by Thompson. Oh, the Hand of God comes out though, is it going to be able to keep him alive? It's looking really good right now. They're going to follow up with the Wraith Fire Blast, will be able to take down Jerax, and now it looks like Thompson.
Jeez.
See you later.
Level 3 Penitence, while linked, so much attack speed.
Look, they want it, they still want Ake, but that's got to be careful, they've got a lot of vision down. 2 tracks? For an IO, please.
The bounce is really good.
Boop. Boop.
It's kind of close. Not all the way, though. The heals on Chen is so good, though. The 18% heal increase, even if he does get comboed here, his chances of surviving are really high. It's a good strength gain. Luna prepping for a Scotty next. It's actually amazing against OD. Remember, it doesn't slow range heroes, or it slows range heroes much more than melee heroes now. So if you find the right range cores, it's a really good add.
It was a pretty quick move here by Seb.
He's got to create the space. He's queuing up a Yashikaya, actually, to increase his Shuriken and toss damage. When he gets the 20, it's going to deal 500 damage, and it bounces twice to everybody that's tracked. That's a huge amount of damage. Makes the Kaya a lot more value.
Kaya Yash combo, I just always want to call it Kayaya. Did anybody buy that? I'm surprised that didn't get...
That would have made a lot of sense.
Purchased up with an idea.
I think it is, actually.
It is? Okay.
Well, it has some anime thing. I don't know what that is. Cars? Kaya?
Oh, these
No, it's just Yashikaya with a cat.
I mean, I like cats, so... But I think that was a missed opportunity.
So basically, if you bought items, if you either like wanted the glory of your face on an item or the glory of your pets, it seems like
it's a noble
the
cause.
2 options so far. It's perfectly good Chen creep murdered. This is like the first null tower.
Yep, but they have vision on him here. Might need some backup. Thompson standing off on the side. Does have an avalanche if needed. Will jump right into the backlines, followed up with the Eclipse coming out here from Anna. Soulbind coming out. They're pulling each other in 2 different directions, though. They need to work together. As you can see, this Luna, she's got... Does they have a Nullifier? No, it's the Doom. The Doom's doing a lot of damage. They drop the hammer. They're going to get the kill over onto Anna. And now the rest of the team trying to run themselves out. This IO is going to get taken down as Seb, sole survivor of that... gruesome slaughterfest.
It looked like Luna was invincible, but it's not the case. The Soulbind is making a huge difference because it prevents the movement of Luna being able to get away. And she's really the biggest damage output that they have by far. So as long as you Doom and Soulbind her and prevent her from walking around and Chainstone her a little bit, she just can't do the DPS that she needs.
Is it worth it to pick up something like a Lincoln for the laner?
I mean, they're going to be able to counter it in some way. I'm quite sure.
All right. Looking like a dead Seb.
It's just very hard for them to engage on heroes. So Chen keeps everybody alive, whoever gets bursted. They've got multiple damage sources. They've got multiple defensive sources. They've got AoE Ink Swell, which is amazing. Gets 2 heroes locked together. Now it's just a mid-barracks for Alliance here.
No buyback on that Luna. No buyback on the IO or bounty hunter.
We saw Curious is ready on the Wraith King as well, just making it even harder for them to do physical damage.
That item cracks me up the way they redesigned it.
It's beautiful.
There's some nicely sculpted butt cheeks right there.
Definitely a lot of quick glance value on that item.
Meow.
Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
Alright.
Thompson's still looking to get things done. He does push in the off lane a little bit, but looking to scout and set up.
I hear a relocate coming in. It's going to be the Io and the Luna. The Soulbind comes out again, though. They need some more backup. No Tail over there trying to help out, but they've got the BKB over here on Chessie. Ana, he's taking so much damage. I don't know if he's going to be able to stay alive for much longer. They'll be able to slice him down. Nile going to just relocate out. Says, no, I don't want to be here anymore. No Tail will fall. And now it's looking like Thompson might be the next person here. Can they chase him down? The Avalanche, the blink forward, though. They find another kill.
Bulldog ready to blink past and catch him as he tries to escape. And Luna wanted to make that happen. He popped the Satanic quite early, but it just didn't do that much. Again, the chain stuns are a little bit too much. He didn't have Eclipse ready either. He doesn't have a BKB. I feel like the BKB skip was a little bit costly here on the Luna. Now the Disabled catching the bounty hunter. That is a dead hero. Man, Penitence plus OD is so busted, actually. 120 attack speed to your OD. Gets tons of damage. Second rack set is going to go down here, and this could just be the end of the game here.
That's looking like they want to finish it up. Can you imagine the shit talk that's going to be coming out of Admiral Bulldog at the end of this game?
I can believe it. Tries to push him away from the tower, buy some space, and they're doing some damage, but it's going to be a hard stop here. 24 seconds, 27 seconds. Force Staff used, next Blink Dagger used, Avalanche to slow things down. BKB though, Thompson might be in trouble.
Yeah, they're going to try to just silence them up, but they're so bound together. This is not looking good. They both get taken down. The buyback comes out. Tiny and the Tusk are going to go right back in there, but what can they hope to do? They need the Luna, they need Seb, they need everything. They're just trying to slow them down a little bit, trying to draw their attention away, but these creeps, they won't be deterred. As up comes Luna, she's got the Io, they're going to try to go, and oh, the Duke comes out immediately, doesn't able to, it's going to get taken down. There is no buyback. This is looking like Alliance is going to bag them and tag them, Purge.
And now the two-time TI winners.
TI winner.
It's Alliance. Taking down OG.
This makes us 3 times TI winners.
Okay, we'll
nice,
count it.
EGM.
We'll count
nice.
it.
All right, yeah, sure.
Minus mod's a big deal. It's definitely equal value.
For sure. That's definitely how that works. You take down one TI winning team.
Yeah, I mean, OG, I've never seen such like a tip of the spear strat before where it was like everything came together just immaculately. They just, all of a sudden, Anna just right-clicks everybody. They all die. They have a massive advantage. And then it just became a little bit of a slow thing. Thompson couldn't get solo kills. It was very difficult against the Chen as being the squishy support. And Io didn't really facilitate that much other than relocate, I would argue. And eventually they just used their single target spells to lock down the Luna, and he wasn't able to DPS as hard.
I felt like the balance was set up kind of nicely because, you know, again, you have 2 different heroes. You have the Tiny, you have the Bounty Hunter that can go and scout out, try to make space. You've got Luna who's going to be farming up, but then, of course, can get relocated in. But it just felt like they either missed their window slightly or just maybe one defensive item could have just changed all of that. I don't know.
Maybe. It's the easiest thing to blame, I think, is how OG chose to take fights. They still played really aggressive. They were still pressuring mid while Anna was bottom. When you get that far ahead on Luna, you can't throw your advantage because the hero does accelerates in a huge way, does a lot of damage. But if you get out of position or if you don't pop a BKB and you can't fully right-click for the fight, it becomes harder when you're the solo core. So just needed a little bit more safety after they had their advantage. Because if they just kept getting fight wins, then the Bounty Hunter's going to keep giving them track gold. And we didn't really see that much of that either. So
yeah, it's a little disappointing. He had a very nice lineup against Loda, but
he did, and he got that early fight with track kills, but it's not going to do everything.
Well, you know what, guys? Even though OG get toppled this series by Alliance, they are going to be coming back in our next series. Do you know who they're playing in that one?
No clue.
All right. Well, if you want to find out, because we do too, well, thank you, production. I was going to do something really cool here, and you just ruined it. So it's going to be Na'Vi versus OG. So you definitely want to be here for that match. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got plenty more Betway Midas Mode 2.
Betway Midas mode 2 continues. Thanks, Kev. Yeah, we continue. We have an awesome series coming up with OG and TI1 Navi. We've switched up panels. We got Grant, Owen, and Kevin.
Grant, would you like some money?
I would love some money. It's right here. Oh, thank you.
Oh no, we're out.
No,
Reload.
They're reload. We have plenty of cash. Love that machine. That was
We're
a
not
nice
out.
surprise. What?
There's plenty more.
Okay, we're good. So we have got an awesome series coming up. So I was told not to mention the big elephant in the room, which is not really an elephant, but a chicken in this case. But I kind of feel like we have.
I forgot he was there.
How can you forget he's there? Come on, he's
It blends in eventually. You start thinking about shooting money all at once. Okay, there's a giant chicken in the room.
So we were supposed to have the chicken on the couch, but he's too big.
He can fit on the couch.
No, he cannot.
Can't he?
No. No, he actually cannot.
I guess.
And he wants teams to pick Skywrath Mage because we have got a couple Canadians out here in Lakewood, Colorado, and Canadians have also paid for a chicken, Skywrath chicken.
Yep.
It's
with a flag.
It looks really good. It looks really good.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh.
Is one of the. I think it's one of the better looking heroes that we got.
I think the Witch Doctor's top tier, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, the Capri Sun and a gun is an absolute classic.
Would you say that's the best one?
I mean, visually, I mean, what's better than drinking a
That
Capri
one took
Sun
the longest to
shooting up
create.
the Glock?
Dude.
Us Americans
Have
have
you
a lot
not
of
been to
experience.
America in a while, Fever? That's all I do.
That's what we do for our 14th birthday party. Everyone does
Drinking
it.
Capri Sun.
What is it, some sort of party game?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah. I'll invite you to my son's.
Okay.
All right.
I actually personally like the Age Decoration, so I hope that's
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
It is.
Don't look into the gun, Sheever. You clearly haven't been
Oh,
here
well,
very
you've
long.
not done your gun test.
Never
so-
point it unless
doesn't
you're ready to
work.
fire. What was that?
It doesn't work. Oh, what?
I think you jammed
That's
it.
a lot.
You've jammed it.
Everything comes out at the same
All right, somebody loaded this wrong, Sheever.
Oh, there you go. That would be you.
Oh my god.
Yay!
It's gonna.
How long is this going to continue?
We didn't load it. It just creates money.
Where's
it's
Reginald?
a magic machine. It
Where's
costs a lot of money.
Reginald when you need him? Shouldn't he be cleaning all this
Reginald!
crap up?
There's a lot of
We could get the
perfectly good bills that we can
get
reshoot.
VIPs to come up and clean the stage, you know.
That's
We
true.
could actually. This
You
is
guys
true.
want to clean up our crap.
clean the stage.
Let's
Between breaks.
actually, before we continue talking about other things, wrap up the previous series because yes, OG did just lose to
Yeah.
Alliance won, and that was against expectation, I believe. What were you guys' predictions? Owen?
I mean, I did say that OG were going to win off the back of the draft, but up to a certain point in that game, I thought they were. You know, Anna, he was nailing it as sort of the Luna. He was, like 16K net worth when everyone else was like 9K. Like, he was so far ahead. He was doing the right build, just going full stats so he could just sort of A-click his way through the fights. But then they went for that bit of a dive inside of the base. At the point, he didn't have BKB. They kind of all died, and then the game got kind of hard for OG. So I think they sort of lost that one to themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I think overall, I'm pretty surprised, right? It's OG, even with, they had a stand in one game, and then you got one playing with 300 ping, but I didn't expect that much out of Bulldog, EGM and all them, but hey,
They're
they were.
doing it. They're really doing it. Yeah.
It's memory. You know how to play together. You did it before,
So
and
long,
it's like it just falls back into place.
It did give me nostalgia to watch it, honestly.
It did.
Like watching EGM, it's like, especially EGM as a player, like he was very, very. He was a little bit like fresh when he joined the team and they started becoming successful, but he also washed out pretty quick too. So to see him like playing again, it like gives you those good feelings again. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, it does, because it's tough. As you said, like he played in that alliance, and now he's been playing with Singularity for a bit, and it's like he's still good, but sometimes you just don't get that one break again.
It's really hard to be a top tier Dota player. You have to be like, the best top three position on your team, and then you also have to be like the best 6 teams in the world to be good. And there's so many other people that are trying to do that also.
There are, It's hard.
I mean, yeah, it has to be though. Otherwise, there has to be a reward for being at the top as well, and you got to fight for it. Otherwise, it would just be too easy.
Yep, exactly. And that means now they go up against OG has to go against another TI winner, 2 TI winning teams in a row. That's a pretty hard one to do.
Yeah,
it is. But they beat the more fresh team, right?
They did.
OG's definitely more difficult to beat.
Well, if you're thinking about it and how long alliances play together at the 5 and how they could indeed just fall back into place, can the same thing not be said for TI1 Na'Vi? Because we all know kind of like the style of Captain Puppy is. I would imagine that that style didn't really change that much, and everybody just falls back into line around
I like that.
them.
Like, I was going to flame them saying, like, oh, they won TI1. That was so much farther ago. They're clearly going to be worse. But but Puppy's still in the pro scene.
Yeah.
And he's still in top-tier teams. So it's like...
He's still top tier captain.
I feel that might be the problem, though. Like, Puppy is still the same person, and that's a lot of the reason why the team broke up.
But surely, at this point, the drama's gone, right?
Yeah, you would think
Yes.
so. I think now it's the problem with individual. I believe Light of Heaven's like a Divine 4 now or something.
Hey,
like
someone
he's-
said he was 5K.
Yeah, he's been taking it down. That guy used to be an early Dota 2. His nickname was the Indigo Child because of how gifted he was at his shackle shots with Wind Ranger. So we'll see if he can bring the magic back.
I mean, Dota 2 then was definitely a lot about just being better than everyone.
Raw
It's kinda,
skill,
basically kind of like what Ana does now, but like that was like the standard back
All of
then.
it, yeah.
There wasn't a lot of like people that would like ultra refine. It was like difficult to find super good high level games. Teams weren't even organized when they played scrims on organizations together. They had like no concept of like team structure, captainship, that stuff. So it was easier for you to succeed in that way. And he's also been very successful as a talent and caster for a long time. So I'm sure his life is more stable this way.
He's been
I don't
kept
blame
up
his
with the
path.
meta as well. You know,
Yeah,
he knows, even if he might not be able to have the same mechanical skill as he did back then, he still knows what he's supposed to be doing. I feel like that is...
As long as your hands can let you. Because I feel like I should be pretty good, and then I'm just bad. So, who knows?
But that he has got... I mean, how would you describe Puppy as a captain? Like, he's a kind of like a hands-on captain, right?
Oh, he is the man. I would say that's how you describe him as a captain, the man. He will be the one deciding voice.
Yeah, so, a lot of heaven doesn't
Just
even have to
listen?
do
Yeah, just listen. Go here. All right, whatever, sure.
Yeah.
Caster spells.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think, Owen?
I think Na'Vi's going to look pretty good. I think OG, they're definitely sort of going for some of the clowny fun stuff today with some of the ways that they've played. They've sort of gone for the risks. They've gone for the entertainment factor, and Na'Vi could certainly punish that, especially as we're talking about with Puppy being at the helm. As soon as he sees sort of any sort of out of the ordinary move from OG coming, he's going to know how to punish it, and he's going to say, right, guys, they're going to do something a little clowny here. Let's try and do our best not to feed too much in a certain fight, or just sort of avoid these overly aggressive plays that OG will try and go for when the OG feel that they're ahead if they get ahead. So I think this one has definitely got the potential to sort of see an upset in the same way that Alliance were able to take the series against OG 2-1.
All right. We have got the bands live right now.
This is your chance to
Make it
stack the deck against the potentially better team, or Alliance. Yeah.
What?
Target ban Alliance, guys, if you want Na'Vi to have a better chance, or vice versa. It's a
Alliance
Alliance
not
isn't
here.
playing.
Navi and
OG.
Oh, that's
Target ban.
Why are we banning Alliance?
OG.
Get Alliance, ban.
Ban all of Bulldog heroes. Ban those heroes.
And pick Skyrath.
Skyrath,
Pick
yeah.
Skyrath.
Dude, he's cheap. Honestly, at 13
How much
bucks,
is he?
He
That
might be a
little?
little more now.
Yeah, he's
He
not
did get
that
picked
low,
ye-
is he?
He was 13, but he
Cheap.
got picked yesterday.
Cheap and worthless.
Yep.
Might be worth it.
Do you think he's worthless?
He's not worthless. I just think he's quite weak. It's like you're a support, but your armor is so low and your HP is pretty low. So like, you feel like you have to buy defensive items, but he's like one of those heroes whose survivability is so low, you feel like you need 2, and then it's like you don't have any damage items. So it's like you're always vulnerable. You do tons of damage, but your disables are pretty weak. I just feel like he's.
He's right there.
hard.
Don't be so mean to him.
I mean, I want to see it. The cosmetic is excellent, but
You're
just
a
saying,
hater of the hero. You just don't think he's very good.
I like
That's
the
fair.
hero.
Yeah.
I just lose a lot with him because I feel it's hard to. I literally had to play Skyrath Mage against Puppy and Slacks like last week, and I killed Slacks a lot, but my team was bad, but we still lost. It was hard. They buy 1 Eul's, 1 Lotus Orb, all of a sudden my silences don't work, and then it's like, well, what do I do?
What do? You just sit back
more
and
money.
relax in your comfortable home. Although, is it that comfortable?
No, not unless I'm winning.
How safe are you when you're just sitting at home playing video games? Actually, not that safe.
Being an online gamer is dangerous business. It can be a wicked and unforgiving world. Hacks and cheaters, if not controlled, can run rampant. Even Valve themselves got hacked. Being careful is of the utmost importance. This is a PSA brought to you by Malwarebytes to help you better understand the hacking world in Dota 2 and what you need to watch out for. Here's our top 5 hacks or scams you're likely to see in your games. Social engineering is the official term for scams that involve manipulating players into sharing confidential information. In Dota 2, the most typical social engineering involves